100% witness to that as well.
Facts. That is
Kudus
facts,
like
yeah.
Raj will not even kind of mention that. How we basically, you know, we stood before and stood by hand by hand, stood by them and did the same thing as well. And that was communities combining and saying, you know what, we got an outside threat here, right? Rather than fighting each other, we'll help out each other. And it was brilliant. We had unity for once, right?
The thing is, another thing, Sid, yeah, the guy is so disingenuous, yeah. Earlier on, he was saying, yeah, that it happens in our Sikh community, right, and it gets brushed under the carpet. If he had that much worry about this situation, why is he not grassing those people up? Why is he not going to the police about these people that are brushing it under the carpet? The guy's got an agenda. He'll make things up. He lies about things just to make things up and just to make it look better. He lies about everything.
Yeah, he amplifies things, right? Exaggerates things. Yeah, exaggerates things. And I don't know, man. We're 3 years in now, lads. 3 years in. And I see it a bit like what's that movie where the day just kept out? Groundhog Day. Remember Groundhog Day, the movie? Basically, it was the same day in it again and again. Groundhog Day. I think it had Bill Murray in it. And this is what it is. Nothing's changed. 3 years in. And the rhetoric's the same.
Can I read something? Yeah. So Raj is saying that Raj is irrelevant, but they're talking about me all day. And Dan said, Raj, we have to count the slander you have done. This is the fact.
We're calling
Raj,
out
you have called
hypocrisy and
people
bullshit.
groomers. Imagine someone said your sister was a groomer. You'd be crying for a week. Exactly.
Listen, it's Faraz Banda to speak out against bad rhetoric, innit? It's
oppression wherever it comes from.
So I am relevant then. So I am. Big up to yourself for admitting that, man.
You're not relevant.
You are. We've told
Oh my God, he's back.
I am relevant.
Oh
then.
my
So
God.
my slanders had
told you.
impact.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, well done, guys.
Me.
And to Luton, I said people dump people brush under the carpet of reporting to the police. Not the groomers, but the victims, yeah. They told them, look, just go.
I advise you, Raj, from a human to a human, I advise you, Raj, to get married. Get a life, Raj. Get married. Get off your keyboard as a human being. Go and get a life. Get out of the basement. Stop eating beans. Get out of the basement, Raj. Grow and get a life.
Raj, you are
is running rings around your head. Yeah,
Raj, stay on the panel. Let's sort this out.
Raj.
There's no sorting anything out. There's no sorting anything out.
Let's talk it out.
No.
I didn't say
Let
sort
me
it
say
out.
something. Yeah, let me say something. Right, so there's certain people here that I can never talk to, and most of them on this panel. The only one I would talk to is Jack, yeah, and maybe yourself.
Who the hell wants to talk to you anyway?
All the rest of them,
You're the one that's jumping on. Really asking to jump on.
Yeah, but you're talking about me again. Again, you're talking about me, Sid Bash. Raj is upset me. Raj is upset me. Raj is upset me.
Okay, all right, guys. Let's try. 1 minute. Let's try a little exercise. Yeah, lads, is there anything that you would want Raj to do in order to that would decrease the hostilities, and vice versa?
Get married. Have a life.
I don't want to marry you, Luton.
Have a life.
I don't want to marry you.
Get married and have a life. That's what I advise you. You know, if you just sit in your room all day long, you're gonna go mental. You're loopy.
I don't want your hand in
You're gonna go loopy.
No, I don't want it, man. I'm telling you straight now.
You're not right, man. You're not right. You need somebody in your life. You need somebody in your life. Yeah, you need somebody. That's what your problem is, Raj. I'm telling you straight. I'm telling you, that's your problem, Raj. And you know what?
Raj, you need to get psychiatric help, man.
Yes, I need psychiatric help. So why are you dealing with me if you think I'm mental? Raj, why do you ignore me then?
Raj, why do you only have respect for Jack on the panel? What's that?
Because Doctor is my Punjabi friend. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. He's a full-on Punjabi and he's proud of it, and I like it.
No, but on a
he's a good guy as well. He's a good guy as well. He's been fair for
all right, thank you. But check this out, yeah.
Get a room.
All right, check this out. Look. Here's the thing, yeah. You know, part of this back and forth is entertaining to a certain degree, yeah. But you know, when it becomes personal and it becomes hostile, then it has an impact. And what we're witnessing right now, it has a propensity to affect the wider communities in a negative manner. So we've seen in the last few days where Faz is getting people coming in from Canada and da. This is not the sort of environment that we should be promoting or creating.
Is it not getting old as well?
It's boring, bro.
It's old now.
I'm going to be doing the same thing though, so just ignore me.
We know that
when you're a narcissist, he's going to carry on doing it.
Yes, I love you not talking about me. When I'm
he doesn't give a shit. Shut up, man. I'm talking. And he doesn't give a shit what people think. And you know, when you got no friends, you've got no bubble, you're on your own, you're in your mother's basement, then obviously you're going to carry on doing it because you don't care what people think. You don't care what, you have no life. You basically sit in your basement. You're no life. Shit, right? Let's be honest here. So, you're going to carry on doing it.
But you want to fight me, bitch? No problem. You want to fight this little old basement doing
I told you. Real talk. I don't care about these fake ass grooming allegations because I don't care. I'm not a groomer, right? And it doesn't bother me. But you know what bothers me? When you mock my religion. When you mock my religion. Yeah. I swear to you, it doesn't bother me, man. It does not bother me. But when you mock my religion,
when you mock a groomer, and then they're gonna arrest you for being a groomer.
Let me talk, man. Let me talk.
Raj, let me question.
When you mock my religion, when you mock my religion, then what the backlash you get for it is what you deserve.
All right, whether
everybody around you is going to blame you for it, you deserve it, Raj. You deserve the backlash.
The reason I'm saying the word kill me, it's not like I'm trying to say I want to be killed, but what I'm trying to say how serious I take this. Free speech. Like, I'm going to go Speaker's Corner if I want to. I will make my channels if I want to. And the only way you're going to stop me is to put something.
There you go. There's something in him. The guy's talking about gayness again. Why do you want something in you, bro?
First of all,
why do you want something in you?
Let him speak.
You sound like extremist.
Guys, I've got a question for Raj. Raj, I've got a question for you, yeah? Do you think, one second, yeah? Do you think, Raj, 1 second. Raj, 1 second, yeah? Do you think, Faz is abusing his right to free speech with doing these Sikh shows?
No, he's not. He can do them. I don't know why you lot are crying.
You don't think he's abusing it? Okay.
Hold on. Look, kid, this is the problem. If you can't cut it and you're crying 24/7, why are you listening? Like, I don't understand the logic. I'm being straight with you now.
There's a purpose.
Let me finish. When they play the audio of me saying, if you don't like it, that you need to grow a thicker skin. I'm telling you, you are forcing yourself to watch something you don't need to.
Why do you watch me?
Why
did you make a show about me?
All right, so the reason
you didn't like it, why did you watch me?
All right, so when you're going to go for my elderly mother and my father and my sisters, I'm going to call you out, And the other thing is, I listen to that show not because I care, it's because I want to get evidence of their hypocrisy. Because for years they've been mocking
why do you care?
Christians, Hindus.
Why do you care?
Look what they said. So Trilla, the other day when they were talking about Hindus, they told Amy that Hindus marry dogs. Now there's 2 or 3 people out of 1 billion.
They do though. They do though. They should be showing you video evidence of it. There's video evidence of it. What are you talking about?
How many?
Raj. Wait. Guys, Raj, so stop chatting shit. Hindus do. They marry trees. They marry, and I'll tell you now. Wait,
I've heard of the trees. I've heard of the trees thing.
They do it. They do. Wait, let me finish. Guys, listen, they do it, and it's because they need to realign the auspicious dates, right? So meaning they have to do it on a specific date, and if they can't do it on a specific date, what they do, the first marriage will be on a tree or a cow or something like that. So when they can really get married, it will be on that auspicious date where they can do it.
Why mock their religious practice?
Hold on a second, rude boy. Our Guru mocked it. Guru Nanak Dev Ji mocked this stuff.
First of all, hold on.
Could you shut up now? No, stick to that subject. Stick to the subject.
So the Gurus mock. The Gurus said don't have circumcision.
Stick to the subject.
Eat halal meat. So should I be saying that all the time?
You finished.
You're always saying weird stuff about the community anyway.
So the point is this, yeah, they can say it, but don't cry.
So it's about penis or bumbles, isn't it, with Raj?
So don't mock.
Finger in the bone.
You look. The point I'm trying to make here. All right, so the point I'm trying to make here. All right, so let me put the point I'm trying to make here. So the point I'm trying to make here is for years.
Are you a Hindu?
Hindus, Christians. I'm trying to show your hypocrisy. Now the Sikhs are getting mocked here, and I'm glad they're showing their hatred for Sikhs or their dislike for Sikhism, because they may like Sikhs as people.
How they got mocked? Explain.
So the thing is, yeah, like they said,
I'll really get mocked on Faz's channel, yeah. I'll really.
Can I just say, yeah? Can I just show you?
Wait.
I'm not here taking
guys, let me say something.
Look at his true colours. When Trilla asked him, if Sikhism was mocked, he said freedom of speech. He said freedom of speech. But when it comes to the Hindus, he had a problem with it. You see that?
I'm trying to show you.
This guy is not even a Sikh. He's not a Sikh.
Let me show you hypocrisy. Let me show you hypocrisy. For 2 years,
wait. How many Sikhs we got?
And they've been mocking Hindus and Christians and Shias and Sufis.
We got 3, 4.
Putting dance tracks over Sufis, praying, mocking the Shias, mocking the Christians and the Hindus. So what they're doing is they're saying that there's a couple of Hindus here marrying trees and dogs, but they're making it as if it's the majority. It's like me.
But this is what you've been doing with Islam.
But that's what I'm trying to show the hypocrisy.
This is what you've been doing with Islam.
You've been doing this. You've been latching on to fringe ideas. Hold on. You've been latching on to fringe ideas and making it out.
That's why you're a hypocrite, Raj.
Let me say something to you. I have not denied that I have done stuff. These guys deny it. I have mocked, yeah. I've said stuff. I don't really.
Hold on, Raj.
I have said it openly.
Raj, hold on. Just because you admit what you're doing, do you think that gives you carte blanche to do it?
Let me say something.
Just because you say, I'm doing it.
Oh my God, let me finish. So the point is this, yeah. These guys, yeah, say they don't mock anyone. I've never said I never mocked. But these guys mock all the time of the faiths. And I'm glad they're doing it to Sikhi, because people can see now what they truly think of Sikhism. They think it's a silly religion. That's just a culture. They've said it openly on the thing. It's not even a religion, it's a culture. That's how they see us. They see us as drunk.
That's what
They see us as drunk. They see us as lying now, man. You're making
it's not a religion.
I'm glad they can. Now the Sikhs can start seeing.
It's not a religion. It is a religion in terms of like mainstream.
Killer. A baptized Sikh, Bobs, came on the panel and said to me 3 times that Sikhi is not a religion, it's a culture.
Right. Listen. No. He didn't say culture.
It is a religion.
It is a religion.
Of course, it's a culture. You're a liar.
We're not denying that.
He didn't say culture.
You want me to call him?
Right.
You're a liar.
Call him. We've got recording.
Did he say it's a way of life?
Yeah, way of life. Way of life.
Did he say it's not a religion? Did he say it's not a religion?
All right. So let me answer.
Bro, what do people say about Islam?
Let me answer.
Bro, Raj, one second, Raj. Yeah, 1 second, Raj, please. Yeah, what do people say about Islam? What do Muslims say about Islam, bro? Yeah, they say Islam is not a religion; it's a way of life. Yeah, that's from those Sunni Muslims that I chill with. Yeah, but at the same time, it's still
just a religion. No, they say it isn't just a religion; it's also a way of life. It shows you your whole way of life. That's what they say.
Right.
We don't disagree that Islam is not a religion.
But it's still a mainstream religion, and Sikhism is a mainstream religion in that regard.
We don't disagree.
Let me explain what
we don't disagree.
These guys are lying on him, yeah. What he said, yeah, we don't.
But this is just semantics. This is just semantics.
No. It's not semantics.
It's important.
No, they are twisting his words. He never said it's a culture. What he said, a Sikhism, doesn't fit in the bracket of this kind of Western way of religion. Do I agree with him? Not entirely. Because
that's not what he said.
Needs to be there.
No,
and
that's not what he said.
I'm doing it my own way.
He said it. He said it. He said it. Okay.
Why are you doing your own way?
Oh, he said it.
I was
shocked. Tell me how exactly he said it. Tell me exactly how he said it.
I was shocked when he said it. So I asked him. I said, "Hold on a minute. You saying Sikhi is not a religion?" He went, "It's not a religion. It's a culture."
All right. So if you're gonna have to bring proof on that, then where's the proof?
It's recorded, you dickhead.
Well, bring it then, bitch.
Naboo, I think I was listening. Naboo, I listened to the whole show. Naboo, I was there. Bro, I was listening as well. I don't think he said culture. I think the next day, I think it was interpreted as culture. I don't think he said culture though.
Did he or did he not say that Sikhi is not a religion?
He said it's not a religion. But again, you guys don't understand in what concept he's talking about. In the concept that he's talking about, it's the same way that you guys say Islam is not a religion; it's a way of life. It's the same concept.
3 times. I was shocked when he said
understand where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from.
Listen.
You don't understand where we're coming from.
In our lexicon as well, we won't say it's a religion per se. Religion's like a Western terminology, yeah. We would say it's a pathway. If we was to describe it in Punjabi, hold on a second, please. We would say
more what he said actually, Badmash. That's more.
But hold on, let me just make my point quickly. Yeah, it's called the Sikhi Panth, isn't it? Yeah, which is the pathway of the learner. Yeah, that's what it really is. Religion's a Western concept, but also I want people to understand, where certain people are coming from, and it's a revisionist standpoint, right? Many Sikhs now have got a lot of ideas from this institution called SOAS, and I want all of you to look into what SOAS is, a university in Russell Square, where a lot of revisionist ideas come from.
We've got sour ass on the panel.
SOAS, you know.
You're so funny, Nibiru. Have you ever thought about
real talk, man? Real talk.
You laugh.
There's a lot of revisionist ideas going on, man.
You laugh.
What's a fake laugh? Can you not tell me to the fake laugh?
You laugh. It's a fake laugh from a fake person.
Could you try and not interrupt, man? Please, Raj.
No, Trilla, he fired shots at me, so I fired shots back.
Raj.
He's going to get shot fired back. They used to being people capitulating it. I'm going to freaking fire back.
Yeah, but people have already got a bad image of you, so you interrupting doesn't help your image in any regard, bro. So just help yourself, innit? Help yourself. Help yourself.
No. You may want to be like a... You may want to be a...
2 days on the trot, I've made you cry. 2 days on the trot, I've made you cry. Stop crying, man.
You've been crying about me for 2 years,
do you want a Kleenex? Do you want a Kleenex? I'll give you 2 Kleenex, yeah? One for your eyes and one for down below. Because we all know that you're wanking into a tin of beans now, aren't you? Raj, pussy, man.
You're a cry baby.
Who's crying? You were crying so much you made a show about me, man.
Dude, I was actually crying out of laughter.
Your eyes were popping out. Everyone said the pigeon's eyes are popping out.
I look like a pigeon, now what? I got bulgy eyes, and...
You are a pigeon. You're a special needs pigeon.
Is shitting on your head right now,
You're a special needs pigeon, man.
Yes, and the special needs pigeon is shitting on your head right now.
You're not shitting on nothing. You're sat in the basement. You're not shitting on nothing.
Special need basement dweller. You're crying about him all for 3 saal ho gaya on ye. They still crying after 3 years. It's embarrassing. I laugh my head off when I hear it.
Look, you're just butthurt. Yeah, that's Sophia Lewis said no to you. Sophia Lewis said no. Mommy said no.
She's here right now. She's here right. Don't mention my mum, bitch. Don't mention my mum.
Mommy said no.
Yeah. See the way he was bringing my mother into it.
You triggered.
You got no honor. You're this is what Islam
what
teaches
honor have you got?
What
honor have you got? What honor have you
Islam
got?
teaches him this too.
You be respectful, and I'll be respectful to you. Do you think I would ever? Do you think I would ever talk to Badmash like this? You think I'd ever talk to Triller like this? Yeah, big up to my mum.
Go get married, man.
Big up to your mum.
This is what Sikhi teaches me. This is what Sikhi teaches me, man. This was
Hindu extremist. You're a Hindu extremist.
This was
you're a Hindu extremist. You're a false.
Sikhi teaches me this,
free from you.
Well done, man.
You can't even bring a daughter-in-law home to your mum. What kind of a man are you, man? You can't even bring a daughter-in-law home to your mum.
These guys,
what kind of a man are you, man? You're a shame to the family. You are what they call a shame to the family. You begatted. You still make your mum make look young. You begatted. You begatted, bro. You're a begatted. You still make your mum make the food for you. You still make your mum make the food for you. You're a begatted, bro. Grow up, man.
I'm still defeating you. I'm still
50 years old.
I'm still defeating one little Sikh guy.
Wow, man, wow. You're a prime example of a waste man.
Nothing, man.
You are the prime example of a waste man.
Still will be here. Still will be here.
Raj, the only thing you've defeated is your dick in that basement. That's the only thing you're defeating. One kid away every day.
I'm still here.
Of course he's still there. Of course he's still there.
What are you going to do to me, Pirates? You're a begatted. You little pussy. What are you going to do to me?
Raj, you've been there all your life. We've been seeing you there, man.
You can't get me.
You can't. Wait, Nibiru, 1 second. Nibiru, 1 second, yeah? Raj, you know what you're doing? Let me tell you what you're doing, yeah? Right? The same thing that these guys are doing on Faz's show, yeah, is the same thing that you're doing on your show. Right? In terms of... No, wait, 1 second. No. Listen, yeah? In terms of trying to call people out, trying to provoke, you know what I mean, right? And trying to basically entrap...
But don't come on then.
To an extent. No, listen, yeah. I know, I get it. But don't complain. You at the very... You don't, yeah, I know you're not, because you don't care. You don't care about the bigger picture. You don't care about the bigger picture.
The bigger picture is 200 people listening here in the world, and you guys think this is the real world. That's what's hysterical about it.
It is the real world. You need to calm
down. You need to calm down. It will become bigger when I go Speaker's Corner. It will become the real world when I go Speaker's Corner. Big up the B-room. Then what I will do, I'll make sure it's the real world, because that will go to thousands.
Raj, this is the real world.
So if that's what you want, that's what I'll do.
Big up Triller, big up Jack, big up Amy.
That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Someone
call the pest control.
If that's what you want, man. If that's what you want. Yeah. You want it to go from 200 people to a million? I'll do it, man. I'll do it. Oh, that's what you want.
A big finger in the pigeon's
big
bond.
Finger in the pigeon's bond.
And they're saying that I'm obsessed with Bonda.
Even him the ungly.
We got it from you.
Shit on your finger, you little bitch.
You got it from you.
Like Nutella.
We got it from you. We got it from you. You're the one that's always talking about these and bottoms, man.
Yeah, you're eating it right now, not Nutella.
What was that about your bedpost, Raj? What about when you were sitting on your bedpost? What about when you were sitting on your bedpost, Raj? Huh? You got videos of you sitting on your bedpost.
You guys are so
You're forgetting.
Yo, what's this video? I've not seen this video.
Yeah,
what's this video?
And you don't sitting on bedposts and shit. He's waiting for police officers.
Waiting for a man in uniform.
No, it isn't.
Shut up, you bitch.
It's embarrassing, you guys. You guys are embarrassing.
You know what you do? You sit in your basement. You eat your tin of beans. When the can is empty, you piss and wank in that tin.
Yes.
And you're a beginner. Yes, well, yes. See, there you go. There you go. That's how much of a beginner it is. Admitted that.
I do.
You clean your finger with the tin.
Have a look at this. Have a look at this. Look, baked beans.
Everybody, you just heard it.
Oh shit, man.
Raj,
you got migrated in your bedroom.
For you guys, just so you can, mutball this, because I know you're gonna.
Raj, you know what?
Look,
you know what, Triller. I want to say something to Triller. Triller, you as a Sikh man need to help this guy out, man. Help this guy out.
What do you think I've been doing, bro? What do you think I've been doing? What do you think I've been doing, bro?
Real talk, man. You know, real talk. Look at him, man. Look at him, bro.
Gonna leave it and eat it live.
Oh, he's eating them cold. He's eating them cold, bro. Oh, you forgot it.
Lovely.
Oh my God.
There you go. Now,
that's what you call a beginner.
You can now, put that in your bank account, and you can now because you sad little bit. One little thing, is wrecking your vein, and you don't wonder why is destroyed. Why do you think the Sunni Muslims are so easily destroyed? Because you have no honor. Yeah,
what are you talking about?
You're getting wrecked by me. Look at me, I'm a 45-year-old man with a bean tin.
You just admitted to wanting and pissing in a bean tin.
You're shook by me. You're shook by me. Don't worry.
You admitted to pissing and shitting. Oh, I'm threatened now. I'm threatened.
Yeah. Anyone come to my house, man,
I'm feeling threatened with the press now.
We'll be doing around.
Put that bat in your bundle. Put that bat in your bundle.
That's what it came out of.
That's a sick picture.
This is why they hate the Raj.
That's a nice tracing.
Dip the bat in the bean and put it in your bundle.
Nice tracing.
Look at that!
Even they want these whole beans. Even these people.
Has he got green eyes? Green eyes.
Look at that!
That's a nice tracing, Raj. How long did it take to trace that picture?
Look at that!
How long did it take
Look at that! Look how jealous they are! Look how jealous they are!
That's a nice.
No wonder they so hate the Raj. So talented, you know.
Oh, you're gonna finish those beans? You're gonna finish them?
Later on, I'm gonna do like a what's it called? Page. I'm doing an OnlyFans page for these lot. So we'll talk to my OnlyFans.
Don't waste the food.
Beans all day,
Raj, wait. Your painting's just. Oh, okay. There we go.
Oh.
What?
I was gonna say you dropped it or something.
I was gonna say it fell.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Trying to help you.
Yeah, don't worry.
Trying to help you out.
I got so many.
You were gonna say something else, Amy.
So the thing is about these guys, So the thing about these guys, Look at the state of me, Look at me. And these guys are shook of me. This is the state of the Sunni Muslim Ummah. That one thing here, one little fat Sikh guy, middle-aged guy, has got these guys talking about me for 3 years now. 3 saal ho gaya on, yeah. When are you going to learn that there's only one way to stop me, and that's me putting me in the grave, or whatever? There's no way you lot are stopping the Raj. What you need to do is just accept I'm here. What you need to do is accept that I'm here. That's the only pussy you ever touched.
Are you able to have discourse with these guys or nah?
No, not with Nibiru pirates, not with.
Because hold on, every time you get sticky, every time you get sticky, you say sue me. Like that's not discourse, is it? That's some.
No, I told you I don't want to have discourse with these guys. There's only
shut down.
There's only one thing with these guys is full force savage mode with them. That's it.
But
too much bad blood. There's too much bad blood. Yeah. There's too much bad blood. Yeah.
He doesn't want discourse.
People that not with you guys. Yeah. There's certain people I would discourse with. Judge 100% one of the best guys I've met on the internet. Forget about where he's at. But
you not telling us every time he says that. You know what? Every time he says that, I'm deeper and deeper into my chair.
I know. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing it. I know Lima's gonna make a show on you. So, like I'm saying, there's genuine people out there, and Nibiru Pirates isn't one because he said he's going to attack my family and stuff. So I'll never talk to this guy.
Was that Rajin again?
Nas TV looks like a pubescent little boy, so I don't want to talk to him. The rest.
Listen, hold on. Nibiru bummed out what happened to your cousin earlier. What are you doing? Listen, Nibiru bummed out what happened to your cousin earlier. Why did you choose to ignore that?
Let me say something here. I have no respect for Nibiru Pirates. He makes claims about me getting Muslims killed and stuff.
Man, and your respect. We don't need your respect.
Who needs your respect? Stick it in your bun. Stick your respect in your bun.
You got chocolate on your face, bitch. You got chocolate on your face, bitch. Stick it on your face, you little bitch.
Stick it in your bun.
You've been licking it like Nutella.
Yeah. Listen, put some tail on that back and stick it straight in your bun.
Nasser, 1 second. Raj. You just came on the panel 5 minutes ago and you admitted in front of everyone, yeah, that you piss and wank into baked beans tin. Yeah.
Only my OnlyFans.
Okay.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans. Yeah.
Okay. And you
don't for your OnlyFans.
Muslims get humor. I don't know.
What for your OnlyFans?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Have you got OnlyFans? Raj, have you got OnlyFans?
You know what, Raj?
The people, you'll be my main sponsor. So,
Raj, I didn't even know you have one, bro.
Raj,
so you remember when you subscribe?
Be a man in it, Raj.
Raj, what are you doing on your OnlyFans?
Have an open panel, Raj. Have an open panel, Raj. Be a man. Be a man. Have an open panel on the show.
Let me say something. During Ramadan,
now you know we're not gonna come on this on Ramadan, bro. We got more important things to do than run out of pigeon.
Can I switch it up, please? Can I switch it up just quickly? Yeah. Raj, what you got to say about your that break dancer calling the Asians
come on. I called Sid Bash a bunder yesterday, yeah? Alright, so I called Sid Bash a monkey in a bunder on my show to RSM.
Yeah, but you're brown though.
Flexi,
hold
on, Flexi, yeah, is the least racist person I've met. Yeah, he's one of my
Some
people call people monkeys, yeah, not because they're being racist, but people are behaving like monkeys, yeah.
These guys are
double standards. Who sees the double standards?
No white person is calling me a monkey.
And he was telling them behaving like monkeys. One of them was Amy. So is Amy's white? He was calling them all monkeys because they were chimping out like Asian. Goddamn,
he said Asian. Amy's not Asian.
The gorillas in the mist.
Stop
Asian, but she's not Asian.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Nobody was actually chimping out or speaking over him. They were just asking him questions.
That's how he saw it. Whether you agree with him or not, he didn't do it from a racial thing. He was.
I just asked him. Yeah, but Raj, I just asked him. I didn't accuse him. I just asked him, what did you mean?
Hold on a second. Please hold on a second. I know this is not proof that he's done that, yeah. But Raj, you know his politics are right wing. You know that. Yeah, he's anti-immigration, just like you are, and all this kind of talk.
Anti-immigration. I'm not into.
Well, okay,
I want controlled immigration.
His mate.
Say yeah, and then in your live chat later on, he started cussing Polish people as well. He said that London is basically Poland. So he's good at cussing out little immigrant communities.
Why don't you just speak to him then when he's on the show?
Well, the guy runs away.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Every time someone says something,
I'd love to talk to him. I'd love to talk to him about politics.
Yeah, so
while I was doing the handstand or something, I'll talk to him, bro.
I will say something here to Flexi, if you're listening, because I spoke to him. I said, listen, you shouldn't say shit to black people. But Nibiru Pirates is a chimp, yeah? He's a little freaking
what the fuck is wrong with
and
you?
He's superior.
Vermin. You're a vermin.
He's a chimp. He's a bundle of the highest order. He's probably in a tree right now swinging about.
is a chimp.
Don't worry. That's what your religion teaches you.
Is a chimp.
DJ
is a chimp.
No, but what's that got to do with the religion, bro? This is a personal thing. You can't just blame everything on religion. Come on.
Okay, and also another thing, Raj, when they said to Triller, you can't eat on the big boys panel or on the big boys table, what did that mean when he was saying?
Because the Sikh shows were started, me, Raindrop, and...
was it supposed to be today?
He made Sikhi on the Triller. He made Sikhi on it.
Yeah, he made Sikhi on it.
All right, so the Sikh show started a couple of months ago, and it was me, Flexi, and Raindrop. That was the main people. So I said then that us three are the three main people. No matter who else comes in, we're the three people that started it. So we're the main guys. So he was basically saying that.
Yeah, you started it, but who gave you the idea? Who gave you the idea? Didn't I give you the idea?
So, dude, I started it 3 months before.
No. But I started 6 months ago. Yeah. Didn't I give you the idea?
Do you agree with Flexi pushing Triller out? Do you agree with that?
No, I've spoken to them today, and I said, look, you don't need to resolve it, and Triller's going to be here, and I respect Triller, and he'll be on if he wants to come on. That's it. And so
you're doing a Sikhi show with far right guy and Hindu pistol.
Well, you do Sikh, you do Muslim shows with Abu Qatada, one of the most extremist. This is your hypocrisy. These guys are so extreme, but you do.
Again, slandering on someone that's not here with false claims.
Yeah, he's an extremist. Flex is not here.
No, he's not, man. False claims.
So you're slandering him.
Exactly.
Qatada is one of the most extremist guys. He's going to go.
No, he's not.
No,
he's not.
Abu Qatada.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
So much information about him. He will be freaking in my fight headquarters.
Yeah, that's what he said about the grooming report, Raj. Look at the report.
Terrorist, Raj. Everyone's
a terrorist for a groomer.
So let me ask you this question:
You're a loner. You're a sad loner. And the day that you find a wife, you're gonna be like, "What the hell have I been doing all my life?" The day you find a woman, Raj, you're gonna be like, "What have I been doing all my life?"
Don't worry.
That's what you're gonna do.
Hairy men. I'm not into hairy men like you bundle. So
whatever you're into, that's up to you, bro. If you're into shaved men, that's up to you. If you're into shaved men, that's up to you.
When it comes
all I'm saying, all I'm saying is, Rod, sort your life out, man. Sort your life out. You're a lost guy. You're a lost character. You need a wife. You need to bring a smile on your mom's face, bro. You need to bring a smile on your mom's face. Do that before you die.
And on top of that, that's what religion teaches you. Okay, go to my mom's. So then on top of that, you would have
do that. All I'm saying to you is at least bring a smile on your mom's face for once, innit? You nasty character. You nasty guys.
Tuab, M-Stacks, all them say that the worst
big up M-Stacks.
The worst Muslim is better than the best.
Big up M-Stacks. Big up Abu Qatada. Big up everyone you got hatred for, right? Big up everyone.
Is that not extremist? Is that not extremist? Is that not extremist? Is that not extremist? Is that not extremist to see Marsh and them as your brothers in humanity? But
is that you, Rod, speaking? Is that you speaking?
Hold on, turn the recording off, man. Let me. What's he saying? Because let me just hear that.
Let's hear it once in it. Let's just hear that recording once clearly.
So the thing is, with the situation about calling me an extremist, you can call me an extremist, whatever. But they're saying
who called you an extremist?
One minute. Let me say. So they're saying that you shouldn't talk to me because I'm an extreme. But they have the most extreme people. ISIS Bob used to be a regular panel member on the show. He's with the FBI now. They were like,
"You son of a bitch! You call me a terrorist."
Hold on, Rod. You said not to. You were saying in regards to yourself not to bring up old stuff that you have said. Yeah. Why are you bringing up ISIS Bob? He's old news
because
now.
ISIS Bob is a very a good indication of the kind of panel members that these guys used to have on their show, and now he's in prison. Man. So
do you think, hold on, Rod? Do you think that these guys their thinking aligns with his? You don't think
I'm not first. The first thing is, look, the same way that the Sikhs don't align with me. So why are they saying Sikhs can't talk to Raj? Sikhs can't do this. Rah, rah, rah. You lot can go where you want. They can go where they want.
Bob got groomed by undercover feds. What are you talking about?
Hold on.
Why don't you tell the truth, Raj?
Let me call out this guy's hypocrisy. Let me call out his hypocrisy. But Marsh, this guy hung out with a convicted terrorist and a murderer in Speaker's Corner, and he bigged him up. You did.
Who?
Raj.
Who's the name? What's the name?
You know his name.
I don't know his name. You need to say.
Oh yeah, you know his name.
Say his name.
Remember?
Say his name.
Everyone knows Raj. Everyone knows Raj.
I don't know his name.
Everyone knows Raj.
Don't be fake.
Well, say it then. If you know the name.
Be consistent, Raj. Be consistent.
Say the name if you know it.
Say the name.
Say my name.
Say my name. Say my name.
You should. Are they on it?
No, I'm not.
I don't blame you.
I'll say.
I'd be scared of a murderer as well. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
You bigged up and you hung around with a convicted murderer and terrorist.
So the point is, I haven't been with because the first thing this guy is so triggered by me that Raj is irrelevant, but they're all talking about me.
Yo, that Dave. One minute, Raj, isn't that Dave Smith? Isn't that Dave Smith a convicted murderer?
No, he's not a convicted murderer.
He is, bro.
So, well, there's a lot. Are some Muslims not convicted? Are some Muslims not convicted murderers or convicted of crimes when they go to prison and convert? Should people not be given a second chance?
We're not talking
about people not given a second chance.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm disputing. He is a convicted murderer.
Oh, fair enough. I don't know that, but I've known a lot of Muslims at the park here that were from prison and converted. So you should like start.
Who did Bob murder then? Who did ISIS Bob murder?
So we don't know what crimes they committed.
You wouldn't forgive a murderer, but you don't want to forgive Bob.
People do the crime and they have to pay the time. Now, ISIS Bob hasn't done his time yet. When he's done it and he comes out in 20 years' time, we can talk then. Right now, he's got 20 years of Guantanamo Bay. So let him do it.
Opening it for you.
One of your good mates is now going to go Guantanamo Bay.
That's Bob saying it.
No, say it. Play that.
All the jihadis.
Was that Bob? Nazir?
All the jihadis.
That's not Bob, man. That's all the jihadis. Who says that? Who says that, Raj? Raj, who says all the jihadis?
The FBI now. You do know that.
All the jihadis.
Hey, FBI, when you come round, bring me some ketchup. I need some ketchup.
My point is this here. These
guys bring me some mayonnaise.
Disgusting views on their channel about, we can't be brothers in humanity.
Who the heck said that? Who the heck said that? Trilla and Bud Marsh have been on the panel of us all day long.
No one takes you seriously.
Raj, you know what your problem is? You know what your problem is with us? You don't want any discourse with us. You just want intercourse. And we're not going to allow you to have that. You are literally butthurt. You're literally butthurt. Look, if you look in the dictionary, at the word butthurt, you'll see a picture of Raj there.
Be very careful, man.
Make another show on me. You're done.
You know what they do to gays in Sharia, man. Come on, dude.
Making them a monster shows up.
Why are you so homophobic, Raj, man? Why are you so homophobic, Raj? Stop being homophobic, Raj.
Well, I'm not being homophobic. I'm just saying under Sharia.
Why are you always bringing up? Why are you always bringing up getting up the bum, mate?
But these guys are saying that,
when you talk, yeah, this is what I hear. That's all I hear when you talk. That's all I hear when you talk. Roast the pigeon.
Well, the thing is, look here, I've done my bit here. There's no discourse. I've proven the point. These guys are pussies. The Rajinator is going to be back at Speaker's Corner, bigger bad
Oh my God, Raj, I can't wait that you're coming back to Speaker's Corner.
There's not a single Muslim going to Speaker's Corner for Raj. Yeah, he's going there for Muslims. There's not a single Muslim apart from Raj, and he's going there for them.
If I want to talk about flat Earth, if I want to talk about the coronavirus, if I want to talk about Buddhist, if I want to talk about Sikhism, if I want to talk about Hinduism, Islam, whatever, I will go there. We're in the UK.
What about your tickle tackle?
So you lot, you can go screw yourself, bitches.
Go stick your finger in your bund. Stick your finger in your bund.
What about your tickle tackle?
Stick your bund in your bund.
It's isn't it? Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like, and Faz, I can say, brother, some of the brothers here are getting offended now. If we can tame it down, or even just fucking cut Raj off completely, bro. Why do you have to even stream about the guy? But
we
people are doing the thing in it.
Faz, you know, Faz never mentioned Raj's name. Don't do it. Faz has never mentioned.
Yeah, but you know today he's admitted it's because of that, bro. Like that's the catalyst to it, innit? But here's the thing, you know, if he kept it personal with him, I don't give a fuck, bro. He can do 1,000 streams on him. Keep it personal to him. Yeah. Say whatever you want. Listen, whatever. I don't care, bro. Yeah. But when it affects a wider community, bro, that's not on. We as Muslims should not co-sign that. Not at all.
Troublemakers back. Troublemakers back.
Loving the attention, man. Yeah, and I'm glad that
we're just missing one other troublemaker. Yeah.
This is Tamasha, bro. It's just Tamasha. That's all it is.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves it.
Who are you talking to?
He's here now. Stick it on.
Who are you talking to?
Stick it on him.
About what?
Give him the same energy as he gave Faz.
What do you mean? You're just one or two, bro. Freaking hell. You're both troublemakers.
You don't start talking like that, man. Don't think
it is, man. You and Faz are just as bad as each other.
You know you're both as bad as each other.
You're taking my kindness for weakness now, yeah? You're taking my kindness for weakness. You want to go freaking SoundCloud and you start talking about all the troublemakers here. Say something to the Qaji fella, yeah? Like they say, greet their brothers with the Salam Alaikum. Yeah, don't think you can run your mouth against me like that.
Yeah, but Raj, he should be able to critique you, innit?
No, it's not about critiquing, but when I'm jumping on, he doesn't say hello. Our troublemakers back. Troublemakers back. Okay, fair enough. Now, the other thing is, yeah, like the problem here is, yeah, you guys, yeah, are crybabies. No, what you need to do, yeah, you keep saying, it's been 3 years now. Well, what does that show you? If 3 years you can't stop me, then what do you think anything else? That's why I'm giving you the ultimate way to stop me is death. Because either you ignore me, or you kill me. Simple as that.
This guy wants someone to attack him. Do you see what I'm saying? He wants someone.
I'm trying to show you that. I'm not.
Crazy, bro.
I'm trying to show you.
Guys, don't react.
I'm trying to show you how far I will take it. You understand?
I actually think you have mental health issues.
I'm trying to say to you, yeah, I'm mentally ill. You're saying I'm mentally. So if I'm crazy, yeah, and I'm telling you straight now, nothing you can do will stop me. If I want to go speaker's corner and talk all day, if I want to do live streams after live streams,
you want to bring Peter badge,
I'll do it. What I was saying to you is this, yeah, you keep on crying 3.5 years, 3.5 years. Now, if you want to go and do Dawah at Speaker's Corner and cry that people talk about Speaker's Corner, then you stop telling the Dawah teams to go there, because I will go there and record stuff. If I hear something that I don't like, I'll talk about it. If I hear something I do like, I'll talk about it. Now, the same thing here will be applied to any other religion. If there was 50 Sikhs at Speaker's Corner doing prachar, what we call prachar, which is our kind of like preaching, and then channels were coming up talking about what was going at Speaker's Corner, and 50% of the conversation was about Sikhs, I'm not going to start complaining. The point is, you want to have your cake and eat it. You want to have your cake and eat it. You want to preach your religion, yeah? You want to preach your religion in Speaker's Corner every week, but you don't want no one to critique it or talk about it on these streams. I am called Raj Speaker's Corner for a reason, and I'm going to be called Raj Speaker's Corner for another 30 years. So put up with it or shut up.
And disrespect is complete. That's what I'm saying, people. He's going to go, but why are you guys...
So when you lot are Hindu practices, you may disagree with the Hindu practices like I do, but you're still dissing them. So there are certain things here that you lot have no self-awareness. This is the one thing I've realized. Like when I've been at Speaker's Corner, I've heard Muslims say to Christians, your God died on a cross, he committed suicide, laughing, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, that's because they say things. They say things also, Raj, isn't it? No one's going to randomly go up to someone and say, ha, ha, your God died on a cross. That's
I've seen it randomly. I've seen it randomly. I've seen when they talk to Christians on a sensible conversation. People heckling, yeah, going,
people like fucking rap, boy.
They come out of a woman's vagina, and that's just people just.
All right, Raj, you know this this constant back and forth. What are you gaining from this, bro?
Look, what I'm trying to prove is this, yeah. Faz, I can't believe I'm saying this, yeah, because Faz is a cokehead. He's right. You don't have to listen to his shows. It makes no difference to Sikhi what Faz is saying. I make no difference to Islam when I'm talking. if you think I do,
you're a minority. Thinks that.
Let me finish. So this is the point. Let me finish. The point is this, yeah. This makes no difference to either of our religions. All it does, it shows the weak-ass people in the religion who get butthurt and start crying and resorting to violence on both sides. I'm disappointed in Sikhs because some of the Sikhs can't even take questions, yeah, and they start getting embarrassed or they start threatening and all that.
We're all disappointed in you.
I don't care if anyone's disappointed in you. I only care about what my mother thinks. None of you lot. I don't give a shit.
Does that not show you? Yeah, but Raj, does that not show you that maybe your mentality, rightly or wrongly, is in the minority? And
but I have a right to have my mentality, don't I?
Yeah, but that's cool.
Okay.
But the thing is, the majority of us, me included, I dislike people talking badly about Islam. Yeah, and I'm sure my Sikhi brothers are going to feel exactly the same way. Yeah.
All right. So I'm asking you, Judd, am I allowed to be an individual and say, okay, I'm somebody? I've said to Sikhs, when I meet Sikhs outside, I say, I recognize you from Speaker's Corner. They say we want to come down. I say, can you? If you go to Speaker's Corner and someone says something about
you're not helping. Sorry,
let me finish.
You're not helping.
Let me finish. Stop
talking about what you're allowed to do, man.
Let me speak. Don't try and dictate to me, Trilla.
We know what you're allowed to do. We know what you're allowed to do.
Shut your mouth for a minute.
It's not helping.
Let me speak. Stop trying to be freaking caping all the time. Let me say something. Yeah. Let me say something. Well, you know, talk about so let me say something. Let me finish my sentence.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So the point is this. Yeah, I have a right. Yeah. All right. So Amy, if you're gonna let the panel go into descend into madness, that's up to you. I'll just go. There's no point.
Please finish, man.
So the point is this. Yeah. Do I have a right as one Sikh to have my own opinions and to express my own opinions?
Yeah, of course.
In the UK, yeah. Do you have, as yourself as a Muslim, have your right to express your opinions? In the
Alhamdulillah, yes.
Yeah, sure. So the thing is, Raj, you also 1 second. You also have to be wary about your opinions and what effects they may have on other people as well. And if they are of a negative, yeah, then maybe you need to recheck and take that into consideration as well.
All right. So have I not adjusted my views on lots of things? Now you're not going to get me to capitulate though. Yeah, it seems like you want the Raj. You want the Raj.
You have. So
yeah, even when I'm going to be honest with you, when I said a couple of months ago, this is nothing to do with this. I said to other people, I'm not going back Speaker's Corner. I find it boring. I don't want to go. There's nothing constructive. It's just the musha and bullshit. I'd only go back if it's constructive conversations. But now people are forcing me into a situation where to prove a point, I'm going to go back. Yeah. I don't want to go back, but you make me want to go back because you keep on trying to push me and saying to me, oh, you can't talk about this, you can't talk about that. So what I'll do, yeah, I'll just go back to prove a point.
So other people have manipulated you into doing something you don't want to do.
It's not about being manipulated. It's about proving a point that free speech is something that free speech, and it doesn't mean I'm going to go there and talk about any particular subject. I could talk about flat Earth if I want to. I'll go there.
Just being a Sikh, man. Why don't you just be a Sikh? Why don't you just be a Sikh?
Why don't you just be a Muslim and stop doing coke, you little prick?
Who, man? Who are you talking about?
Yeah, you're always on drugs and
drunk. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, you little fool. You keep telling me, I'll just be a Sikh. Why don't you just be a Muslim then? What are you doing on the panel right now? Why don't you be a Muslim?
I'm trying to, bro. I'm trying to.
Why don't you be a Sikh? Why don't you become a Muslim?
We're living
become a Muslim then. Be a Muslim. Be a Muslim.
Yeah, we are. Alhamdulillah.
You're not.
Alhamdulillah. I'm coming across to Bud Marsh and Triller to say, listen, we're not here for hate.
You become a Muslim. You become a
Muslim. You get me? And I can see Bud Marsh and Triller acting like Sikhs, and they're gonna hate towards Muslims.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something very clear. Aris Sandhu, but Marsh, nobody can tell me what to do. Yeah, none of them. They can ask me.
You don't even listen to your parents.
And let me tell you something. The only way you can stop me, and I'm telling this straight, you're gonna have to.
You said a million times, bro.
Yeah, but you married.
None of us are gonna beg you. We're only gonna reason with you.
Are you gonna
just reason with you?
Just move on?
No.
Or you're gonna keep crying about me for the past salon?
Listen.
Are you just upset that Esau left you?
We're going to reason with you, Raj. Just what we're trying to do here is why we're having an open panel discussion. We're trying to have reason, a conversation, right? It's not about trying to tell you. It's not about trying to kill you. It's not about trying to beg you. It's about trying to reason with you. Can you appreciate that?
I've been very reasonable. You've only met me now, yeah? If you saw the stuff I was doing when I first went to Speaker's Corner, you'll be freaking like Raj is a saint now.
Triller, here's the proof.
So the point is, yeah, what I've realized about these guys, yeah, they want the Raj to capitulate 100%. It's never happening. Now, the more you push me, there's only one reaction. there's another pushback. This is how I work, and you're not going to stop me from doing that. Yeah. So you haven't learned your lessons. When you trace me at the park, I come back the next week with a freaking chessboard. When you lot were threatening me at the park, I come back with.
I heard this 4 years ago.
So what I'm trying to say to you, yeah, my way of dealing with you guys is false with false.
That's fine.
I'm a Sikh. Sikhs don't believe in pacifism. If all ever means failure, we're going to take that. We're going to take that.
Raj, is that true? Raj, is that true? What he's claiming on Sikhism?
No, it's 1 second. Yeah.
What's his statement? What was his statement?
1 second.
Can you make that statement about Sikhism again, please, Raj?
I said Sikhs are not pacifists.
Yeah, when all other means fail, yeah, we have to resort to the sword. Yeah, that's different. Yeah, when it comes down to it, Raj, yeah, right?
Raj is doing jihad.
What's so funny about it? Islam believes it as well, doesn't it?
What I know about Sikhs and Muslims is that they try to resolve something first.
No. There's a place for violence as well. Trust me.
Address me. Raj, address me. Raj, address me.
Raj is on jihad.
Raj, address me. Raj, I'm talking to you. Yeah. When it comes down to like Faz, what he's doing, yeah, right? So in direct response to what Faz is doing, right? You're probably gonna pretty much do the same thing, yeah. I'm
not saying I'm gonna.
You might, though, right? You might,
I might not. I'm undecided.
Yeah, I get it, but you
and
might.
I might
right?
do 14
Does
months.
It encourage you? Does it encourage? I'm interested.
Let me just respond something.
Does it encourage you to might want to put out more material in like the same way Faz is doing?
Not really. I don't really care what Faz is doing. I just record the hypocrisy.
Really?
I care about the hypocrisy because these guys.
What do you care about? What do you care about? What's your biggest?
You don't need to worry about it. You don't need to worry about it.
So I'm asking you. I don't worry about it.
You don't need to worry about it. You don't need to worry about it.
I'm not worried. I'm just asking.
Yeah, so stop asking then. I don't want to answer it.
So you can share.
I don't know. I've told you I don't want to answer it. So the point is this. It shows
that you're being dishonest then.
Look, if I don't want to share it with you, is that dishonesty or me just wanting not to
I mean, you can't share anything that you care about.
Well, I'd have to share nothing if I don't want to. You're not my freaking father. Who are you? Yeah. So the point is this, yeah. What? For what?
But answer his question with your chest.
What are you trying to do? What are your goals? I asked Faz the same bloody question.
Oh my God, my goals is to go to Mars by 2030. Right. Now what? That's my goal.
Right.
I'm not even joking. That's my goal.
So you see, I'm dealing with two narcissists.
I'm not even joking. You're asking me my goal. I would love to go to Mars.
This is what I was trying to say, bro. We're just two crackheads, blood.
Hold on.
That's the truth, though.
That's the truth. That's one of my goals. You're asking for my goal.
Can you take RSC?
RSC if you want to. I mean, obviously, you're asking a very vague question about what's my goals. And I told you.
No, in terms of this, isn't it? Obviously, vague question. You know, I'm being specific about this topic, bro. Where do you want this to go? Your discussions, what you're trying to do on YouTube, what you're doing at Speaker's Corner, everything else.
I want to exercise my free. All right, so I want to exercise my free speech in the UK, where we have the ability to be able to talk and be able to do that. Yeah. Now, if I want to go to a place that's been there for 150 years called Speaker's Corner, and I want to kind of like record stuff and then, talk about what's happening there, then I will do that. Now, if there's flat earthers there, I'll talk about it. If there's people that are talking about, coronavirus being fake, I'll talk about it. If there's people talking about Hinduism or Sikhism, I'll talk about it. And if they're talking about Islam or Christianity, I'll talk about it. Now, whatever the majority is in Speaker's Corner,
let Trilla respond to you, man. Why do you let Trilla talk about
that? You don't want lots of Muslims or Sunni Muslims majority, right, in the park talking about Islam. Is that what you don't want?
I didn't say that. When did I say that?
I'm just saying. I'm assuming. Is that?
Well, you're assuming. Remember when I said about not assume because it makes it ask of yourself.
Am I wrong? Yeah? Am I right? Tell me.
No. I've said that if I go Speaker's Corner, I'm recording what's happening at Speaker's Corner. I will talk about what's happening at Speaker's Corner. Whatever the major subject matter is there is what I will record and talk about. Now, if you don't like that, then you need to leave the UK.
Bro, the 1 or 2 times I was at Speaker's Corner, right? I remember I heard Mohammed Hijab say, let's turn Speaker's Corner, Hyde Park into a mosque. I thought, wow, that's a pretty radical statement from my opinion. But I heard him say that in my own, with my own ears. I was like, wow, this guy's kind of crazy. But it just shows that some people do have that narrative. Some people do have that narrative. I get it. So I'm trying to ask you: you're opposing that narrative, right? You're opposing that narrative.
I've said to Sikhs as well, yeah. If you're going to go there in large numbers, expect there to be some kind of discussion about Sikhi, and expect there to be.
No matter what faith you're from, it's a speaker's corner. There'll be a conversation about it.
Every single channel.
Don't feel like if you're a Sikh, people are going to attack you like Raj.
Don't worry, don't worry. So
the thing is, I will be back any religion, you will get questioned.
So the point is this, yeah, you're going there, yeah, and then you're crying that people are talking about your faith. Then just don't go there if you don't want to talk about it. Yeah. If I hear someone saying, I will stone my daughter to death, which happened in front of me, yeah, for adultery, I'm going to call that out and say, what? You're crazy for saying that. I said it. A woman said it to my face and the daughter was standing right next to her. You expect me to just go, all right, don't worry about it.
You flipped that off the script, mate. You flipped that off the script.
I asked her a direct question and she said, if your daughter committed adultery, yeah, in an Islamic state, would you agree with her being stoned? She said yes.
What kind of question is that to ask somebody?
Well, I'm sorry, we was talking about Sharia. So
so Raj, like you said, where you go to war, if people are attacking Sikhi that much, would you fight them and kill them? You have to say yes, innit? You're like forcing into a yes.
Well, there's a difference between adultery
and war. You said there's grounds of war.
Do you see when you're doing adultery as war?
There's times of war, man.
Oh, so you think adultery is war? Adultery is war.
Well done.
You're put in a place where you're put in a place where that's the rule, and then you say what's going to happen.
All right, so she told her. Is she lying, or did I make her say it, or did she say it?
Raj, isn't what you're doing a bit of? Isn't it fear mongering? Is it trying to make a big deal out of something that isn't even an issue at the minute?
First of all, I don't control what people's responses are going to be. We're having a discussion about this person
trying to create fear?
Hold on. Let me finish. Stop caping. Take that cape off, man. The point is this, yeah. If we're in Speaker's Corner and the woman saying Sharia is the best and Sharia should be for the world, and I say, okay, fair enough. Then under the Sharia state, would you accept X, Y, Z? I have every right to ask that. If the person responds in a particular way,
Christianity in the other corner.
If a person responds,
you're cracking. You're just picking at Muslims.
Nasser, do you Christians are not going around saying they want to stone people in the 21st
century. Bob the Crusader put a video out saying the Christians should be like Crusaders again. Did you miss that, Raj? It's all over the YouTube.
First of all, oh, praise the Lord. Do you see Badmash as your brother in humanity?
Yeah, we can have a conversation.
Let's have a conversation about that.
No, I don't. There is no.
You don't see him as a brother in humanity.
Let me finish my point, innit? You can't just paint it your way. Sheikh Muhammad ibn Salih al-Uthaymin, rahimahullah, said that there is no concept of this. This is a newly invented matter. But that doesn't change the fact that I've spoken to Badmash before, and I briefly had a conversation with Boops on Faz's panel. And I believe there are fair and rational individuals. And I've spoken to Badmash about not just yo, Amibe, right? What are you doing, man? I'm trying to talk, man. This is going to misconstrue my words, in it. That's the thing. Fucking me up, man.
Naz, man, stop it, man.
It's always Naz.
Shut the
Naz
fuck
is
up,
ruining the panel, man. He's a right low IQ little degenerate.
It's a shame Amy ain't gonna kick me off, though, innit?
Not say that, please, man. Look, Raj, yeah.
Even your own Muslim brothers are calling you out.
Shut the fuck up, Raj.
Shut your mouth, you little cauliflower head. You look like Muhammad Hijab's mini.
Raj, please.
Your hair's too big for your head, you little pussy, yo.
Please let Abu Aisha finish, man. Come on, look.
You look like Muhammad Hijab's mini me, man. You look like a full cauliflower head.
That was actually quite funny.
Can you land? Abu Aisha land. Abu Aisha land, didn't it, gone?
Muhammad Hijab's going to put you in his pocket like a little mini.
All right, thank you, Raj. Can you let Abu Aisha finish?
Go on, finish, please. Praise the Lord.
Go wank in a tin. Go wank in a tin, Raj. Go wank in a tin.
Praise the Lord, finish, man. Come on, man.
Raj, look, come on, man. You're bringing points here that you're thinking are going to make me look bad, but these are just principles in Islam. You know, you don't have to agree with it. Like, this is the problem with you, that you've just become obsessive. You can actually have a normal conversation. Obviously, yes, you don't like Islam. Yes, you don't like the Sharia, of course, but no one is calling for a change in constitution to a total Sharia country, to make UK a Sharia country. I said before you speak, shut the fuck and get back on me. I'm trying to talk to Raj.
Come on, keep going.
I just said shit, mate.
Yes, you fucking freshie. You fucking freshie. Get back on mute then.
Come on.
You look like a freshly cauliflower head.
Bro.
Actually, don't.
Bro, I beg you finish your point.
You look like you come off the freaking boat, man.
I beg you finish your point. Come on.
Bro, you look like you come out of the DSSS, you tramp. What are you talking about?
Yeah, whatever.
Guys, let's have a conversation.
Wash your clothes, man. Go wash your clothes.
Yeah,
I'll make you cry again, man.
Maybe you can sniff them all,
I
man.
will make you cry. Go change your clothes. You've had the same clothes.
You can't make no one cry. You can only have
had the same
then you go, oh, I'm a big man, I'm a big man. You're a pussy,
the
man.
clothes are stuck
You're
to
a football pussy, man. You're only big in numbers, man. You're hyenas. You're against the Shere, man. You're against the Shere.
Did you have a
You're
point?
against the Shere. You're hyenas, man.
Trilla, I think the point is gone.
Praise Allah, go on. Praise Allah. Carry on.
Yeah, did you have a point, bro, you're gonna make?
No, brother's gone everywhere. Yeah, so when you're coming and you're asking me that, is so and so your brother in humanity? Like, what are you trying to achieve out of that? You're trying to make
all right,
people
so do you want me to answer?
Yeah, go on.
All right, so if you don't see me or Badmash or Trilla or any non-Muslims as brothers in humanity, then why should we care about you? Now, if you have particular, let me finish. If you have this mindset that you believe that half of humanity is not your brothers in humanity, I have a problem with that, because this is not about Sharia. This is about a mindset which is othering themselves and putting themselves in a totally separate category where they don't even see their fellow human beings who bleed the same blood, have the same organs, and are basically identical apart from whatever.
That's religion, innit?
And to me, this is a very dangerous mindset. I'm not saying Muslims think like this. A lot of Muslims. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying it. Adnan Rashid, for the first time, I'm gonna actually say big up to Adnan Rashid, because he actually said it clearly. We are brothers in humanity.
Yeah, I already said that's a supremacist mindset. That's not religion,
and with you, yeah, and certain other people with your particular mindset, not Muslim, but your mindset that we can't be brothers in humanity, then there's a problem, because we all live in the UK at the moment. If you don't see your fellow neighbor as a brother in humanity, how are you going to treat them just and equal?
Let me respond now.
Can you not see you have a supremacist mindset, which is very dangerous?
Do you and do you not? Yeah, you told
Can
me.
I respond?
Yeah,
can I respond to that? Yeah. No, I don't see non-Muslims as my brothers in humanity, because of I follow the opinion of Sheikh Ibn Uthaymin, rahimahullah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Look, Ray Sandu, man, I'm trying to have a conversation with Raj, and I only want Raj.
No. Come on, carry on, please. Carry on, bro. Come on, come on. Don't get distracted.
Tell this bitch to keep off the.
No, don't get distracted. Mic. Carry on, bro. Just carry on.
When you're saying, Raj, that you see this as a dangerous mindset, this doesn't mean that I can go and harass and attack and be rude and disrespectful, or not have conversations with these certain individuals that I don't consider brothers and sisters in humanity. This is just a word. Obviously, we're all human. Life in general in Islam is sacred. If you kill one life, one soul, it's like killing all of humanity. So these are principles within Islam. You can't just be
lies.
Okay,
Shut the fuck up, you little bitch.
Aisha, let me respond to you. Chill out 1 second, yeah. Abu Aisha, try and keep it cool, yeah. Abu Aisha, let me respond to you, yeah. When it comes to this ideology, yeah, do you not see that having a belief, yeah, above somebody else's belief, right, makes you superior to them? Isn't that a supremacist mindset? Similar to like how even Nazi Germany believed about the Aryans, yeah, having right.
Let me respond.
No, but hear me out. I'm talking about, yeah, the idea of trying to think that you're better than somebody else because you're born or because you think better than
that's the biggest problem.
Let me respond now, yeah. Before, look, if RS interrupts, yeah, I'm gonna jump off the panel because I actually want to
do what you want to do. Do what you want to do, man. I beg you to try.
Do you want to speak to me?
Allah says in the Quran.
RS, shut up, man.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you,
Amy. Thank you, Amy. Thank you.
Okay, so we follow the Quran and Sunnah. We have 4 sources of Ahkam al-Sharia, okay? And that is what we use as our ultimate guide, in fact, yeah? And Allah says in the Quran, in Surah Al-Imran, وَلَا تَحِنُوا وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا وَأَنْتُمُ الْأَعْلَوْنَ إِن كُنتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. That do not fear and do not grieve. And indeed you will be superior if indeed you are believers. Now what we believe, when you're talking about supremacy in itself, does that, what does it mean? I don't mean in the sense that, we're better than you, so we do this, or we get more this and that and the other. Not that sense. What we're saying is because we believe in the message of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and follow it. We believe that Allah is our creator and we worship him. And because of the fact that we believe that this life is not forever, in our real life is an eternal life after we die, then it's kind of like, I don't know what you believe about heaven and hell, but let's say for a moment, just imagine you accept the concept of heaven and hell.
Right.
Yes or no? Are the people of heaven, of paradise, more superior to the people of hellfire?
Regardless.
Of course. No.
All right, so let me
No, 1 second, Raj. Raj, let me respond to him. Raj, let me respond to him first. Let me respond to him first. Go on, Abu Aisha, finish, man, please.
Yeah. So if you believe in the concept of paradise and hell, yeah, and we do believe, this is a reminder for you all. I know we all joke about and stuff as well. I know Raj hates Islam as well, and many people that are watching,
I don't like certain versions.
As an ideology. Okay.
No, I don't like your version of Islam.
But you don't know my version, Raj.
Abu Aisha, finish your point. Abu Aisha, finish your point. Raj, stop interrupting.
But because he's raised the point, because there's many points being brought about, I'm going to have to link into other points. Raj, if you actually had a conversation and spoke with what different ideologies there are out there and what our core concepts are, what usul ad-din is, what tawheed is, and so on, then you'd get an understanding. Now, Trilla, it's going everywhere, isn't it?
Go on.
Let me get
Trilla respond, Raj, and then you can come in, and then I'll have a conversation.
So basically, yeah, right. I've jumped on Faz's panel a couple of times, right, and I've been led to believe, yeah, because if you're a Muslim, right, you are automatically better than somebody who isn't a Muslim. That makes everybody else a second-class citizen, in my opinion. All right. So therefore, in my understanding of this whole thing, yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't believe in that, and I know, yeah. The majority of Muslims, yeah, don't see that, right?
They do believe in that.
But listen,
no, they don't.
Listen, yeah. You're trying to condone that. You're trying to say that you're better than me right now because you have a belief that is different to mine.
That's not what I said. What
you're trying to say? Go on, tell me.
What I'm saying to you is what Allah says in the Quran.
What?
وَلَا تَحِنُوا وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا وَأَنْتُمُ الْأَعْلَوْنَ إِن كُنتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. Do not be sad, do not grieve. Indeed, you will be superior if you are the true believers. Okay, so
the true believers are based on their actions, their speech, their intentions.
That's your definition. No. That's you.
Praise God. Is that a consensus? What you're saying? Is that your consent? Is that a consensus in Islam, or is there disagreement?
This is an ayah in the Quran. Okay,
I know what it is, bruv, but the way you interpret. The way you interpret it, is there a disagreement within Islam?
No, there isn't.
I'm sure there is. Oh no, I disagree with you there.
Abu Aisha,
let Jack talk, please. Yeah, go on, carry on.
Abu Aisha,
so, if you don't mind,
what about the verse where the Quran says we have created you from a single pair, nations and tribes to get to know one another?
What does that? How does that prove that they are better? This is an explicit ayah I'm bringing in Surah Al Imran. وَلَا تَهِنُوا وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا وَأَنْتُمُ الْأَعْلَوْنَ إِن كُنتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. And we know what differentiates us from the Muslims and the non-Muslims is Iman. Iman is what differentiates us. If we have Iman, then of course we will eventually enter paradise, and we know that hellfire is eternal. So anyone that dies without having believed, without having Iman, will be in hellfire for eternity. This is a fact and a concept that every Muslim grasps and understands. So how can someone, okay, this is all in the eyes of Allah, from what Allah judges on the day of judgment, okay, and we go off that. We know that.
So sorry, look here. Can you not see how saying the worst Muslim is still better than the best kuffar? Like the worst Muslim could be a murderer who's killed someone or raped someone, and you're saying they're still better than somebody that's looking up.
Yeah, but Raja, explain this to you.
That's
a theological concept.
One minute. So the point is this here. I would never say, if I met a Sikh here who happened to be a Sikh, I wouldn't automatically say he's better than a Muslim.
Yeah, we get it.
Now, let me finish, Trilla.
Come on.
Let me respond when you're done.
Trilla, you're going to start pissing me off, man.
Yeah. What's new?
Let me say it how I want to say it.
You're not a good moderator, I think, Raj.
We get it, bro. We get your point.
When you're talking, do I disturb you? Say,
go on, carry on, please.
Me as well.
Carry on, please.
You're boring me as well.
Finish the point. Finish the point,
please.
So let me say how I want to say it. Yeah, I don't tell you. You bore the shit out of me.
Okay, please carry on.
So
you bore the shit out of us. What's your point?
I'm sorry for interrupting you. Carry on, please.
Let me say how I want to say it. Yeah.
Yes.
No, don't tell me to finish my point. I'll go for 10 years if I have to. Yeah. So the point is this, yeah. I'm not going to say that just because someone's a Sikh, they're automatically better than the next man. I look at their actions as well. I understand the concept of the theology about, believing in a particular faith and a particular ideology. But when you're saying the worst of yours is better than the best of the other, That is a supremacist mindset. Add that with the fact that you don't see your fellow brothers in humanity.
Let me respond.
As humanity. Raj, when you add the two together, it's a dangerous mindset because we can't live next to people with this type of mindset. I'm not saying Muslims. I'm saying Muslims like you.
No, this is all Muslims, by the way. I'm speaking
for all. No.
Okay,
you need to prove that.
Let me respond.
You're talking shit.
No, you're just doing a disservice.
Two Sikhs are teaching me about
chatting shit, bro. Yeah, I will. I'll blatantly say to you, you're chatting shit. When it comes to you thinking, if you believe, listen, I'm going to be clear with you right now, bro.
Don't let me respond.
I won't let you respond. Just hear me out.
I'd rather go to Faz's panel.
No, hear me out 1 second.
I get treated fairly there.
Bro, I beg you, give me 20 seconds, yeah? I'm saying to you, bro, yeah? I chill with bare Muslim people, bro, yeah? And we all consider ourselves as equal, yeah, under the eyes of God, yeah? And we're all human beings and we're all brothers, yeah, and sisters, yeah? If you think differently than they do in that regard, bro, yeah, then you do not think like every Muslim, bro. That's my point.
Look, I'll answer this for you.
They might be cultural Muslims.
I'm telling you exact facts. I'm bringing you adillah from Quran and Sunnah. Just now when I brought you the ayah. Leo, get this RSid off the panel.
Speak to me, innit? Why are you so scared of me, mate?
The fuck up, you little bitch. I'm trying to have a normal conversation.
We're having a really good convo. Bring him on later, man. If you don't mind.
Trilla, I'm trying to really have a conversation.
Yeah, I want to hear you. I want to hear you, bro.
First time Raj is actually being.
So does Nibiru Pirates actually agree with this mindset then? Because
let me finish. Why are you going point to point? Am I going to respond? Are you going to?
Let him respond.
Just to clarify Nibiru, because he seems to be agreeing with you.
Listen, just relax. I've given you an ayah, Trilla. وَلَا تَحِنُوا وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا وَأَنْتُمُ الْأَعْلَوْنَ إِن كُنْتُم.
We don't understand that, mate.
Shut the fuck up.
Let him translate.
I'm going to leave the premise. If you don't kick him off, I'm going to leave the premise. If he interrupts me again once more, Trilla, I'm gone from this panel. Okay, and then we can talk about
it. You're free to do what you're free to. I beg for you to stay, but I can't control other people, bro. All right.
So I know, I understand, but I'm just giving the premise now. So now I gave you this ayah, and the key concept here was mu'minun, if you are true believers. Now you've given your subjective definition of what a believer is, by their actions, by their intentions, In Islam, it doesn't work like that. In Islam, you are a believer, a mu'min, if you have iman. Iman, the mu'min comes from the root word iman. When there's a meme above the root word, it means someone owns it. So, muhajir, someone who's done hijrah.
Belief.
Yes, so belief is what differentiates us. Now this doesn't. Let me respond.
Are you going to carry on the whole night?
Let him finish.
I'm going to say this, then I'm going to leave. Yeah, this doesn't mean that there's a supremacist mindset here at all, because we're not differentiating between you guys, between Muslims and non-Muslims. We're having normal conversations, and not every conversation is that one conversation. I've spoken to Badmash about 3 or 4 times actually on Discord, and he's a lovely person, and I've not done that to him. We've talked about stuff that we're mutually agreeing on, but now we'll leave the conversation because
Abu Asha, that's fine. Let me just bring it down to this black and white point of view. Yeah,
because you're going to give your point.
I know. As a Muslim, like Abu Qatada said, as a Muslim, you think that you are better than somebody who isn't a Muslim because you are a Muslim. Even if you are a bad Muslim, you still think that you are better than somebody who isn't, even if they're a good person.
The moments of your life that really make sense.
Is that what you think?
I'm going to respond to you now.
Yeah, sure.
The moments of your life that really make sense are your final moments. So someone could be upon Tawheed their whole life and die in a worse state than you. Someone could be living like you their whole life and die upon Tawheed, and all their sins are forgiven. So what we don't, what we do is
the worst Muslim better than the best?
You scared him off. I want
to ask the Nibiru Pirates then. So you agreed with him a lot of those issues. So do you believe that the worst Muslim is better than the best kuffar?
So finally,
no, theologically speaking, Raj.
No, I'm asking Nibiru because he was
question. It's a straight question. It's a straight question. To be honest with you.
We answered this question on Safazi channel.
Yeah.
But I've never asked you about this.
Do you agree with that?
You've never spoken to me before. You never spoke.
You're just hearing in the background with he was saying,
Nibs, I never heard what you said, so do you want to just summarize what you said on Faz's?
Look, the teaching, what Abu Aisha just said, is if it's from Quran and Sunnah, as Muslims, we have to believe that. Me personally, and other people on the panel, there was gain there as well. This whole concept of brothers in humanity. Yeah, we kind of do believe in that.
Yeah, I agree.
We are brothers in humanity or not brothers in humanity?
Yeah, for me,
Are we brothers in humanity or not?
No, we are not. For me.
Did I
No, I'm asking.
We're talking about. You know what? Raj is bringing up the point of having a superior mindset. Yeah. And me, I'm just trying to think about the whole thing about us being equal, at least as being human beings, right? So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to bring out the point of like, if you have a belief, because I don't believe in this shit at all, yeah. If you believe in something, I'm not talking about Islam, right? I'm talking about the understanding of this, you get me, concept, yeah, of thinking that you're better than somebody because of a belief, yeah, right? I'm not talking about your belief here, brother.
Yeah? It's a religion,
all right? No, listen, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the understanding of this concept, yeah, of superiority. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't believe in superiority. I believe you're only better than somebody if you act and speak and think and do better than others. You get me? And your intentions are better than others in that regard, right? If you think that you just believe something, and if you think that you are born into something, right, because your blood or you have a belief, yeah, that is different from somebody else's, yeah, that makes you automatically better than somebody. I'm trying to decipher whether people believe in that or not, whether that's a majority or a minority of people that believe in that.
Majority.
Well, that's fine, or Sid. Anybody else want to expand on that?
What do you know? It's the majority.
That's the rest. Emmy, put his little door on me in there.
Who agrees with Adnan Rashid saying that we're all brothers in humanity but not in faith? Do you agree with that, Jack?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Do you agree with that, Nibiru?
I agree.
All right, fair enough. So you've got one little strike against you, but the other one. But when you add those two together, where you don't see us brothers in humanity, and you believe that the worst Muslim is better than the best kuffar.
No, Raj, why do you keep them? Why are you taking that out statement out of context?
I'm saying when they combine together by themselves, it may not be so bad. So Nibiru is okay. We're still brothers in humanity. I can understand when you say when it comes to faith, but I'm saying when you combine the two, where you don't see your fellow human beings as brothers in humanity, and on top of that, you believe that the worst of your people are better than them. Then can you not see them two mixed together? Is a very dangerous.
So, Raj, let me explain that to you one more time. Yeah. So a Muslim is a Muslim, regardless if he's a good Muslim or he's a bad Muslim. Yeah. So if you then take the best of somebody who is a non-Muslim to a Muslim, a bad Muslim will always still be better. You understand that, bro?
Hold on.
Thank you.
100%.
By itself, is not too much. It's not so problematic. But it's very problematic when you didn't add another ingredient in, which Praise Allah was saying in Abu Qatada, that they do not see anybody as brothers in humanity either.
Yeah,
so add the two together and you got a toxic mix here of real superiority. One of them by themselves, I don't agree with, but I can understand the logic.
No, I don't.
One, when you add it in, when you add the other one with the brother in humanity, and none of us, like you're human beings, cannot be their brothers in humanity. Can you not see how
I'm struggling to understand this. I'm struggling to understand this because when it comes to a bad Muslim, most people would say he wasn't a Muslim, right? That's what most people would say, right? To
no. Right. You'd have to do something, and one of the nullifiers in order for you not to be kind of a Muslim. Yeah,
like
you'd have to do something bad,
like something
major,
murder, rape, and fucking some crazy shit,
even that wouldn't take you out of being a Muslim.
Sinning's not a nullifier.
Yeah.
How's that not?
Okay, let me just read a question. Hold up, you asked me a question about Islam. I'm going to read this out from my brother in the chat. Yeah, he's dropped this. So he said, and this is from our religion, okay? It says Allah does not forbid you from those who do not fight you because of religion and do not expel you from their homes.
In which position?
Hold up, shut the fuck up.
No, because you are lying.
Wait till he finishes.
You fucking son of a bitch, man. Shut the fuck up.
You are lying.
Wait.
No. Why lie? Why do you have to lie?
Oh, Yara, he's going to give you the Quran.
Let him finish.
He's going to give you the verse, the surah, Yara. What's wrong with you?
You act like you got chilies up your arsehole. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah? Go for it, please.
Yeah, the only one I've been speaking until now.
I will speak again. Start from the beginning again. Allah does not forbid you from those who do not fight you because of religion and do not expel you from their homes from being righteousness towards them. And that you justly, you motherfucker.
Go on, carry on, bro. Carry on. Don't ignore him.
Nibru, Yar, you're reading the Quran, Yar.
Bro, ignore him. Carry on, please, man. Come on. Ignore him, bro. Please, come on.
Apologies,
come on, bro.
Okay, Allah does not forbid you from those who do not fight you because of religion and do not expel you from their homes, from being righteous towards them, and actually just acting justly towards them. Indeed, Allah loves those who act justly. There's your answer there.
Right. Bro, I can understand that. I get that. So, again, see, look, listen.
Can I answer that? Trailer, can I answer that?
Go for it. Why not? Come on.
Okay. Can you please, can you please repeat what you said again and with full honesty? Can you please say that again?
If you shut your mouth and listen the first
was that in Quran?
Heard,
if you shut your mouth,
you would have heard what
because
I said.
You know what? You know, I know about Quran, and I know that's the reason you love to talk to me.
All right. You know the verse said.
Please.
Ikman said, right?
The
verse that he read was from the Quran, Surah 60, verse 8. Yeah? Right? So it says, Allah does not forbid you from those who do not fight you because of religion, and do not expel you from your homes, from being righteous towards them and acting justly towards them. Indeed, Allah loves those who act justly.
Okay. Can I ask you a question? You know the first thing, the first one, can you read again? The first part of it?
यार तू ऐसे करना रिकॉर्ड कर लेना
It's an honest question. I'm going to get straight to the point, bruv. Yeah, are there people?
I'll tell you what it is. This is how it is. Let me give me a minute, man.
Arisid, 1 minute. Yeah. Yeah. No, medical ikment ya karna ya. Do you think there are people trying to promote a superior mindset within Islam? Is that what you're trying to like? Do you see that?
Why are you asking that question? I just gave you a verse from our
right. I understand the verse in the Quran. I get that. But do you think that people are trying to promote something that is superior?
Yeah, but Trillo, what you're doing right now, Trillo, is effectively you're asking Nibiru to label other people as being supremacists.
Yeah,
no. What he says is that do anybody
listen? There might be a minority. There are a minority of people that
He just said that they will be just towards non-Muslims. Is that not enough?
No, it's not. What they said is that if you do not follow what they are asking you to do.
No.
Where did it say that, Yar?
Okay. Read it again. Okay, if you are honest, read it again, and I will tell you the first surah. It says that. Can you please read again?
I said you are a pistol.
No. But, okay, if you're honest,
Abu Qatada on this. Let's speak to him.
Let's not get him on. Let's not get him on. No, thank you.
Aija.
All right, 1 minute. All right, Sid, let me repeat it one last time. Yeah, the first line of it. Yeah, Allah does not forbid you from those who do not fight you because of religion.
Allah do not forbid you for those who do not fight you. That means when you go and say something, if they do not listen, they want to fight you, chop them off.
Oh my God, you stupid inbred bastard! What the hell is wrong with you?
Bro, come on, man. Allah, Quran hai. Quran ke upar jhoot nahi bolna.
But RS, you're a troublemaker. You're a troublemaker.
No, but it is.
Yeah, listen. If you fight, 1 minute. If you fight me, I have a right to defend myself. Yes.
But if I don't fight you, you come and you invade in my place, and then you ask me, Ole, you 3 choices. You become Muslim. You pay jizya or we'll chop your head off.
How many people have said that to you in Malaysia?
No, I'm from Singapore.
All right. Are you from Singapore? I thought you're from Malaysia.
Oh, you said you're from Malaysia.
I thought you're from Malaysia.
I'm from Singapore. I was born in Singapore.
Such a liar. He's such a bullshit.
See, now, okay, you decided to tell me that I'm a liar.
तेरी story कोई कच्ची पक्की है?
Kaccha pakka. No, listen.
This is why
do not fight those who do not rebel against you. But if they do, chop them off, mate.
Yeah, and what's wrong with that?
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's what I want to tell Trilla.
Well, that's not very merciful, is it? But I get what your point is.
No, bro. He said something. I don't even know if that verse is correct. Yeah, it was a flippant comment. Effectively, bro, if somebody's gonna fight you, you're gonna defend yourself, innit?
You're gonna fight.
Yeah. So that's it, innit? So
what's wrong with that? Well, the thing is, look, one of the things that people don't realize, I don't really care about these violent verses because at the end of the day, man, like if you're in a war, you're gonna be chopping heads off, yeah. So the thing is that, look, I'm not a pacifist. I believe violence has its place here. So if you've got to start freaking lobbing heads off, you're going to do it.
It all came down to this whole point about mushrik.
What is
Abu Qatada said, right? And about having a mindset that is better than somebody else's, right? that makes you superior to somebody else. That's what it all comes down to.
It is not their fault. It's the religion. It's not their fault. It's not the Muslim fault. It is the religion. You know, it's
and the
nothing.
kuffar as well.
Seriously,
and the kuffar,
it's not the Muslim
like,
Ummah's fault.
How people use that in a derogatory connotation. People can say kuffar is a non-believer, but people can also use that in a derogatory term.
Kuffar is the worst word you can call anybody else.
It can be used as that. It can be used. It can be used very derogatory. Yes.
No, it's not. No, it's
It
not.
can be used.
Kafir
Come on,
is different.
Nabru.
Kuffar is different.
Nabru, come on. You know some people use it in a derogatory manner. Come on, that's not bullshit, bro. Yeah.
You get emotional over words like mushrik and munafiq.
I'm a mushrik. I don't know why people get upset.
And kafir and stuff like that.
No, we're not mushrik at all.
It just
It just no, we're not. We believe in one creator, so we can't be mushriks.
It just means that you're a non-believer.
We believe in Tawheed.
No need to get emotional over it.
Yeah, I don't know why you get emotional, man. So what called mushriks?
Again, it comes down to if you are better having a belief, that is separate to somebody else's, that's the what it comes down to. Right? No, but I'm trying to get down to this, let's not run around this like.
I can't believe I'm the one who's saying this. Like it's freaking out the word from it. I actually think that by itself is not so problematic. It's when you mix the mindset of we're not brothers in humanity, then it becomes problematic.
I'm talking about people who are promoting the idea of division, trying to create something that is separate from my idea of humanity, my personal idea, let alone Sikhi, bruv. I'm trying to think about like I understand that we're all equal, bruv. I got friends from every background, every community, bruv, that we grew up with. We're all equal.
It doesn't work like that, Shere. It doesn't work like that.
Obviously, why do you just go sit on your fucking face and
it doesn't work like that because I tell you what it is. Listen, I tell you how it is. Muslims have to be very clear. It is not their fault. It is the following that this is how it is. The worst Muslim is better than the best kafir. It is religion, nothing to do with them. It's not their fault.
I don't think that's what the majority of Muslims believe in. That's my point. I think that's what very few people believe in.
It's religion.
And I want somebody to tell me otherwise. Yeah, go for it. You're telling me that most Muslims believe that. I get your point.
If our guru tells us something, and it is our religion, it's not our fault, innit? We have to follow that. Same thing here. It's not anybody's fault.
I've listened to you, I've heard what you said. You think that's what the majority believe in. I want to hear what the Muslims have to say, or anybody else has to say. Do you think that we are better because we believe in different things?
Look, what makes you think that we're lying, bro? Like, why would we be lying?
Tell the truth.
What have I lied?
So
do you know what it is, Sid? One minute. I've explained this several times, but here's the thing, Sid, like even the Sikh brothers here will testify that your way of processing information is different to everybody else's. So I'm not here to pacify you, bro. Like Jack, you're gonna think what you're gonna think, man.
Is it any surprise that he's spinning it that way? Considering
it's not surprising. It's not at all. It's not surprising.
That's his game, right?
Did I say anything wrong?
You said a million things wrong.
You never said anything right.
Okay, tell me. I'll ask a simple question. Can you listen? In your heart, if you shake hand with somebody who's a kafir, can you love him from inside, or you just on the face you say okay, yeah, and all that? But inside, if you love him, if you have kafir, you are going to go to hell. Am I right or wrong?
No, that's wrong.
Who said that?
As far as I believe, yeah.
No, not your belief. The religion. What the religion say?
Yeah.
Well, if you can bring the verse.
No. What does the Islam religion say? Are you allowed to take him just on the face or in the heart? Be honest. When?
In the face or in the heart? What do you mean? Like, okay, what do you mean by that?
No, you can laugh. You can laugh as people are listening to what I'm saying. The rest of the people are laughing now.
All right. So look, here's the thing. Like, so I look at the majority of people that I know are.
I don't the majority. I said the religion. What the religion says.
One minute. Let me explain.
No, not you. Not you personally, bro. The religion.
Okay, one second. The majority of people that I know are acquaintances.
Not people. Religion.
Oh, yara pan, jo chup te karna.
No. I don't want to know what the majority of people are saying. Don't be wrong the bushman. Listen.
All right, Sid, just let him just.
No. Panji, both ho gaya. Yaar, sidhi point hai.
But let him just say it because
but don't interrupt Sid. Sid, you interrupt every 10 seconds or 5 seconds.
No, I'm interrupting because if you're lying, if I'm going to keep quiet, I'm an idiot.
Sid is mentally unstable. When Sid was born, rather than the doctor slapping his ass, he slapped his face. and I think it's had this effect on him.
Nibiru, you're provoking him. Nibiru, you're provoking him.
He doesn't need provoking. He's a son of a bitch.
Nibiru, you're right. Actually, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, okay, he probably is. Jack, carry on, please. Please.
I'm right. See,
okay,
I'm right.
So the majority of people that I know on a personal level are acquaintances to me, yeah? Few people are friends, and they're the people who I am close to, yeah? So if that's what you're referring to, can I have friends who are non-Muslims? Then yes, I can. Does that make sense to you?
Why are we labeling this point now? Why are we labeling this point?
So, Aristide, why can't you listen to
यार तू डोरा में तेरे कान नहीं कम कर दे.
The point's done now, isn't it? You guys have explained it, yeah, many ways, and you said that you're gonna respect non-Muslims. Why?
Yeah, but Badmash, we're talking about equality here. If we see as one another as being equal in terms of being human beings in that regard, from a certain point of view, and I agree with you, Nibiru, I get you what you said.
We told you from a Quranic point of view. Right. And I told you from my personal point of view.
So you agree?
So why,
you agree?
So why?
That's fine. That's fine. So my point is then to you, Nibiru, yeah, is that do you see that there are other people trying to push a certain agenda to try and promote the fact that there are some people to try and say that Islam is better in certain regards, to say that we are better because of a belief and understanding,
look,
and we follow this. Yeah.
As Muslims, we do believe we are better, because look, if you're the Muslim, and you believe that's the best of the religions, then why wouldn't you think that?
No, but in terms of like that superior mindset kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like thinking that we're automatically better. Huh?
Do you think your religion is good? Do you believe it's the best religion?
Of course I do. Of course I do.
Okay, so you would believe that Sikhi is better than than Islam, yeah?
Yes, 100%.
So what's the difference?
So is that not? That's the same thing that you're saying.
No, it's not. I'm talking about whether you think you're better, as in you're above somebody else in terms of rights as a human being.
Hold on. You just said that Sikhi is better than Islam, yeah?
Yes.
Is that
but Mash, we don't believe.
Listen, his opinion is Islam is better than Sikhi. My opinion is that Sikhi is better than Islam.
But Trilla, hold on a second. Is that not superiority? Whatever
right.
you just
no, but I would say
you're
this.
Missing the point.
If there's a Sikh that believes in Sikhi, but he's a bad person going around doing terrible things, and there's a Muslim that believes in Islam and they're helping the poor, praying, helping their family, they're 100% better than the Sikh. There's no doubt about it. It's not because he's just Sikh automatically he believes. That's irrelevant in terms of the whole scheme of things when he's acting like a cunt, yeah? So this is what we're trying to say. Some of these guys here are having a double, like, well, I understand where they're coming from in the first part. If you're of the faith, you are better than everyone. Okay, I can understand the logic. But I'm more concerned about not seeing people as brothers in humanity. And as much as I don't like the pirate, that little hairy bandar, and the Jati, I mean, I'm cool with Jat. They don't have that mindset. So, whatever, they can still treat their fellow human beings as human beings.
You dirty pigeon. No.
I
received, go shut the fuck up, man, you son of a...
Right, how are you going to tell us no?
How are you going to tell us no? Is that you? Is that
guys, it comes down to the point what Abu Qatada said. I think Nibiru, you might have been that day, or you can listen back. Do you guys agree with that? What his statement was about?
Big up Abu Qatada.
Right. So you do agree from that one statement that you just said, bigging up Abu Qatada on that respect. I'll big him up as well, bro. For
Trailer, do you know what taqiyya is?
I'll big him up for being honest, bro. Yeah, bro. Is that what you think? Is that what you think, though? Yeah, because a mushrik, yeah.
Trailer, do you know what taqiyya is?
No, but because we are mushrik, yeah.
I've seen more taqiyya from Sunnis than Shias.
No, but because we're mushrik, innit? Nibiru. If we're mushrik, yeah. So therefore, get me, yeah. Like you are the worst. The worst Muslim is better than the best Sikh in terms of, like, you know what I mean. You can understand in general terms, right?
Look,
is that what you agree with as well?
Look, the way you're saying, we've already explained to you in the Quran ayat, yeah. I've already explained my personal views. I'm not going to go against the Quran though. And you just kind of like you've gone against your own statement. You said that you think that Sikhi is better than Islam, so isn't that a superiority?
The faith is, but not
talking about our beliefs, isn't it?
Sikhism doesn't say that anybody else is better
as a human being. I know that the practice is obviously correct compared to the Islamic practices. Yeah, I believe that is different and that is better. That's different. When it comes down to like thinking that we have a higher status amongst each other, that's different too. I'm talking about status in life here, bruv. Yeah. Because there's always been that problem throughout centuries of humanity, bruv, yeah? Of status, you get me, yeah?
Trilla, have you felt, you've stated on numerous occasions that you've got Muslim friends. Have you felt any different with them? Like they treat you differently?
We've had certain challenges, but we've had arguments and conversations, and
but that's based on kind of discussions, yeah. But I mean, as a human being,
I think that there've been times where things have been questioned, and things have been controversial. But yeah, there've been times where I've questioned theologically, or just on a regular basis. What's your point? And I might get a bit more into it if you don't mind me asking.
So I'm trying to understand from your own experiences, if the contention that you've got right now, if that's actually played a factor in your real life.
Oh, in my life, okay.
Yeah.
Well, in my life, I have seen, a division. I've seen a bias. I've seen something that I've not really understood that I'm trying to understand now better. If you don't, because again, the people that I speak to don't have really a good amount of knowledge, but they have to. You know what I mean? So friends is different.
I've had Sikh people. I've had Sikh people that act the same way towards me.
Yeah,
when I was in college, I've had Sikh people who were better than me.
I'm sure.
So what's your point?
Bro. I can tell you there are enough Sikhs that are pricks out here, bro. There are enough Sikhs that are pricks out here, bro.
No one can bully me out.
So how can they think you're better than you if you bullied them?
Because look.
Yeah, the Brew, stop beating them up, bro. Stop bullying them, bro. I'm only joking, the Brew, man. Go ahead.
Look, this argument is dead.
I give you nightmares. Probably one of your bullies look like me.
Raj,
it's done, man.
You wanking a tin.
What they say is they will respect non-Muslims. What more do you can't keep badgering them on this one point. That's not fair, man.
No, not these two, but Abu Qantada, bring him up because he doesn't see us in brothers in humanity. I don't really care about
so why are you doing that?
Yeah, but
right, that's fine. Look, I'm not gonna.
He was a tamasha. That's what it is.
I want to hear his point of view. You got the crazy Sikh. Look at the crazy Muslim.
Bro, I'm just asking the Brew because he bigged him up recently. He just said big him up, and I was like, cool, big him up too.
He's my brother in Islam. I'll big him up every day.
So they're my brothers in Sikhism, so they can big me up then.
But he's my brother in humanity. He's my brother in humanity.
Yeah, you don't start crying when they do.
Why don't you big up Raj? You bigged him up. Why don't you big up Raj?
Big up me. They show them. They're gonna go mad. Big up Raj and see how much they can condemn. What's the hypocrisy?
Maybe another day.
Just as an experiment here. If Badmar said, Raj is my brother in Sikh, he said, big up you. They would go mental. They can big up the bad apples in their community. But they're brothers in Islam.
I would never say that in my life.
Yeah, but that's the difference, though, isn't it? Oh no!
Oh, here we go. Now it's got interesting. Here we go. I beg you guys stay now. Come on.
Right. Everybody ready?
World War III has started. I'm going to go back in 5 minutes. World War III. Let's drop the bombshell.
Tell us all about Buddha. Tell us all about
Be respectful though, Rain.
Yeah, Nakli Sardar.
No, big. No, listen, I have to agree with
the Modi lovers here.
No, man. Look, let's have an intelligent conversation, or I'll just leave.
Raindrop, tera naam piss drop kyun hai?
I'm here to annoy you.
I'll call it Peshab drop.
Peshab drop in it. You know, he's poopy. He's looking in it.
Yeah, the pan. Okay, no, let's keep it intelligent. Look,
Anji Sharma Sahab.
Let's keep it intelligent.
Sharma Sahab, bolo.
Look, the thing is that they have concepts of the mushrikeen. So I have to agree with Abu Aisha on a lot of the stuff that he said, because if you cannot make allyship, or you cannot call a mushrik someone who associates partners with Allah, okay, as a partner, and you cannot use it, as a brother in humanity for anyone like that. Because if you do, then it means you're getting out of the fold of the faith. So it's like, I think
you've said
was asked about his parents. Okay, go ahead.
You've come on and you said you agree with X, Y, and Z. Like, what are your qualifications to agree with anybody, bro? Like, this is just your opinion, innit? Why do we care?
No, so everything I've gotten is from Sheikh Ibn Taymiyyah and Bin Baz, with a little bit of sprinkling from
yeah, but we don't know who
Albani.
they are, man. We don't know who they are. So
look, it depends if you're a part of the Uttari school. Are you a literalist, or do you take from the Barelvi, or do you take from the Deoband? It depends. If you follow the pure Sunnah, Sunnah.
Well versed in Islam, you know.
Oh, come on, let's keep it intelligent, guys. Let's keep it intelligent.
Raj, behave yourself. Come on, Raj, behave yourself.
You know what the funny thing is, yeah? Raindrop, you know what the funny thing is about you? I've heard you speak about Islam more than I've ever heard you speak about Sikhi. Why is that?
Well, you should check out our last shows. I got a lot of knowledge. I spoke a lot about Sikhi. I have actually I want you to talk about
Sikhi. Why, when you talk about Sikhi, do you add in Buddhism and Hinduism all the time?
That's to give a wider context. So, for example, if you don't, for example, the concept of reincarnation, if I don't use those references, you won't understand why Sikhs believe in reincarnation.
I want to pull you up on this one reference that you keep bringing up in a couple of chats that I've seen, especially today as well. Mushrikeen are considered worse than a murderer and a rapist. Yeah, basically, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you're saying when people call Sikhs a mushrikeen, they're considering us to be murderers and rapists. Is that what you're saying?
It's worse. That's
than
the
that.
Aqidah. So that's the associating partners with Allah is the worst sin that any human can do. That you cannot be forgiven for that. So according to the Deen, especially if you're following Bin Baz or Ibn Taymiyyah, anyone who is a mushrik or who worships other than Allah is going to be considered the worst of humanity. And there's no sin greater than being a mushrik.
Is that true?
Yeah, ask the knowledgeable moment.
It's Usul Deen. It's from the start, from the get-go, from the time of the Prophet to believe that. It's not just the scholars. So stop mentioning scholars like you know what you're talking about.
Is that true? Is that true, Abu Qatada? Is that true?
No, but okay. So that is what it is.
No, but is that true? What it is? So you're saying that Sikhs are basically worse than murderers and rapists?
No, one minute, Trilla, 1 second. Let's 1 minute.
Yeah, the worship. So if
1 minute, hold on. Trilla, do you 1 second?
Let me respond.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
It's not like how you put it.
1 second. Trilla, do you consider yourself a monotheist or a polytheist?
I consider myself as a monotheist. That's me personally. Yeah.
Okay, so then you're not a mushrik, then are you?
Well, again, apparently, I've been considered to be different.
A mushrik is if you put partners with God, right? If you think that another being is on a par with God, the same level as God. If you do that, that makes you, I don't know how to say the word.
Well, apparently we do.
So you have to bring out the reference about what is the criteria for a mushrik.
Listen, why are you allowing other people to dictate what you think when you've said you think something else? Why are you doing that?
No, but because, look, again,
we're judging based on what the common knowledge.
Sikhi isn't very simple. Sikhi isn't simple, bro.
I can answer this.
Yeah, go on, range up, please. Yeah,
look, the point is that I'm not using references that are just obsolete references. This is Aqidah. This is normal.
This is Trilla, who do you partner with?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Let me finish.
Trilla, who do you put on a par with God?
That's not the full definition of if you want to do
again. I always use the term, bruv. Yeah, that the guru is the door and the house is God. Yeah, to get into the house you need to go through the door.
Yeah, the guru is the sat nav. The guru is the sat nav.
Right? How you see that is up to you. How I see that is up to me. But raindrop.
Guys. Can I finish? Look, there's a defined criteria of what is considered mushrik.
Raj, shut the fuck up, man.
I'm the crazy Sikh. You're the crazy
Raj, stop provoking,
Raj.
1 second, bro.
Let's keep it civil. Let's keep it civil.
Finish, please. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, look, there's a strict criteria of what is considered shirk and mushrik. This is not something that's like, it's not just partners to Allah. There's a strict criteria. You can go to Islam QA and they have the things listed out what is considered shirk. So it's not only the basic definition is associating partners with Allah, but there's manifestations. So if you're a Sikh and you go to Gurudwara and you're bound to the Guru Granth Sahib Ji, we believe that it's a living guru. That comes under shirk. That comes under kufr akbar. Okay, that comes under major, like it's a major sin in the Deen, because they will criticize even.
I've got a question for you. You know, according to Islam, according to Islam, like you seem to know a lot about Islam. Okay, according to Islam, are you a mushrik?
I don't. So I can add. Well,
Look,
according to the Athari school, so wait, I'll answer. According to the Athari, yes.
Right, okay. Right, okay. According to Islam, you're a mushrik. And do you feel offended by being called a mushrik?
Yes, I will. I mean, I will, and I'll explain why.
Raj,
I'll explain why.
Raj, chill out. Go on, Ranger, please carry on.
So understand. Look, the point is that when you consider someone as a mushrik, you're considering them as the worst sin that is unforgivable, and also the sin is worse than something as murder or rape. So you may say that this is just a theological issue. The problem is that it translates into the psychology and onto action. So if you think your neighbor is, let's say a neighbor is Sikh and he's doing Bani, he's bound to the Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and that's an act of shirk.
Okay, cool.
Then what happens is that it creates real life ramifications. So like, how can you ever live with peace in that type of environment? Because you're surrounded by murderers and rapists. Like something that's worse than that.
Cool. Okay, cool. So you know the people that do shirk, when do they go in the hereafter?
It's eternal hellfire.
Eternal hellfire. And do you believe in hellfire?
No, not in the way that the Muslims do.
There you go. No, there you go.
No, but the problem I have.
If there is, it's not eternal. We don't believe in eternal hellfire.
No, let him finish. Let him finish.
You believe in reincarnation, all that nonsense. You believe in all that. I'm talking about the hellfire.
So he called it nonsense.
Yeah, I know.
Let him finish.
Come on.
Is nonsense.
I know.
Let's be a bit more respectful with our language.
But I'm talking about people.
Raj, you made your point. Raj, you made your point. Yeah. I will just try better in it. Yeah.
But it is to me. But look,
yeah, it's fine. Let him finish. We know that. Right. Just try to be respectful.
Right. Stop. Let him finish.
So you don't believe in hellfire? Yes. So the term mushrikeen being called towards you, like, yeah, you shouldn't be offended.
You shouldn't affect. Right. I'll answer why. I'll answer. Okay, so that's a good question. That's a good question. So
because you don't believe in hellfire. You know where the mushrikeen go. You lot don't believe in hellfire. So why would you even care?
No, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you.
Hold on. If you not called me whatever word in your religion, yeah. If you not called me something that is outside of your religion, I wouldn't be offended. In fact, I'd be proud. I'd be like, okay, alhamdulillah.
That's a very good question. Okay, I'll explain why. And to be honest, this is. Look, I'll explain why this is problematic, and I'll explain it. I'll expand it even, because the Christianity had the same issue, okay, in the 15th, 16th century about calling people believers or non-believers. Look, the point is that if the vast majority of the Muslims psychologically, what you think will affect how you feel, and it will affect your action. Okay, this is a psychological truth. So your thoughts will influence your emotions, which will influence your behavior. If you have a very large group of population that believes shirk is a crime worse than murder and rape, and then they categorize other groups, other religions as committing shirk, okay, what it will lead to is violence and destruction.
Where is that occurring? Where is that occurring?
Okay, so I'll explain it. If you want me to use Christianity, or you want me to just talk about Islam? The thing is, it's not only isolated to Islam. So this problem is Abrahamic. It's not. It's not like I'm picking.
I see what you're doing, man. I see what you're doing. Just stop it.
Right. That's
no. I'll give you facts.
What's he doing? What he's doing is
go on, Raj. Address me. Right.
No, so wait. So look, if you look today,
you want your creator to address you. Yes, I will.
Raj, stop, man. Come on, keep it civil. We're having a good conversation.
Raj, behave yourself, bro. We're having a bigger conversation than you, bro.
Hold on 1 second. Don't tell me to behave myself, yeah. Don't tell me to behave myself. You're not a father.
Please, buddy.
The point is, the guy is saying he wants to talk to me, yeah. So if he wants to talk to me, we'll talk.
Fuck up, bro.
We'll talk. So the thing is, yeah. What do you want to ask me, Abu Qatada?
Raj, please let me speak to Abu Qatada. Let's have a civil conversation.
All right.
I actually wish Abu Aisha was here. He's more articulate.
Raj, you don't say to him, yeah. Why are you calling me out here? Why don't you just talk and speak to him? Dude, stop saying Raj's name. Stop saying Raj's name, yeah. You're embarrassing yourself.
I am Vada academic. He's more articulate. Fucking hell.
Raindrop, Abu Aisha, I mean Abu Qatada, carry on, man, please. Go on, I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
Look, the point of the matter is, this is the
Raj is getting smashed.
Man. Your base is happening 24/7. You're in a far country, you know.
Again, I beg you, Nibiru, Raj,
you're living under Sharia laws.
Guys, come on,
you're embarrassing yourself.
All right, guys,
calm down.
So let me give my opinion. Look, actually, so I've been on this thing, right? I've studied different religions, and to be honest, look, I have actually developed a lot of respect for the Salafiyya school because they honestly are following the deen.
What are you on about? You're always dissing Muslims. What are you trying?
Come on, man, let him finish.
No, please, I've never from my mouth.
I beg you, let him finish. I beg you, bro. You don't have to be here if you don't want to, bro. Come on, man. Chill.
Listen, I'm here.
I've never.
No, I know. I'm just saying, bro. I want to listen to it, bro. I'm asking you, innit? I'm asking you nicely, bro.
Well, chill, man.
I'm trying to.
Raj,
don't raise your voice to me, man.
Come on, guys. So I've been on this thing for like 2-3 years. I've read the thing, and look, the thing is that it's a much broader thing. It's not only isolated Islam; it's an Abrahamic issue, and it's the Jews were in Judaism. They had this problem that they were dealing with, and then they later had the Reform movement in the 17th, 18th century. Christians had the same issue. In the 14th, 15th century, and then they had to go through a very painful process, and now Islam is undergoing that same process. So it's not something that is only Islam specific, but you just have to look at history, and then you'll understand like what position the Ummah is in right now. It's in the same position that the Christians were. Even the pilgrims who came to America, the pilgrims, they were called they're called Puritans, the pure ones, and they came to America because they were being persecuted by the Church of England.
We appreciate the history lesson, but how is any of this affecting you in your life, bro?
Tell it.
It affects every day because look, I'll explain from my angle. Look, from my point of view.
Drop the bombshells. Come on, hit the points.
Let me explain. Come on.
It's just fear in the hearts of the Mushrikeen.
I want the bombshells.
Let me just
get to the point, if you don't mind. Yeah.
Okay, look.
It's true. You know what? Jack asked a very good question. How does it affect this guy? What fear has this guy got in his heart?
Tell it how it is, Raindrop. Tell it how it is, bro.
I don't have any fear. I have an understanding, and I have compassion. Listen, I'll explain.
100% you have fear, bro. No, you only talk about Islam. 90% of the time, your text in the chat is anti-Islam.
Exactly.
90% of what you do is Islam.
Tell us why. Tell us why, Raindrop. Break it down.
Go ahead. Let him look. Wait, first, let me explain why I'm into this. Why do I care? Look, to me, I see Muslims as having a soul, the same soul that I have within me, and I don't want to see Muslims suffer. I don't want to see them be receiving all this hate and violence.
We're good. Don't worry about us.
Just please, let me finish, and then you guys can speak.
Let me just say something. Let me just say something before I go. Yeah, even if you insult Muhammad Sallallahu, yeah, it's like
I've never done that.
Hold on. Whether you insult.
When did I do that?
Yes, you have. You did it yesterday. You lied.
Okay, what have I said? What have I said?
Raindrop, listen up, Raindrop. Hear me out. Yeah.
Okay.
Even if you insult Islam, Allah, Muhammad Sallallahu, yeah. It's like a person looking up in the sky and spitting, and that spit falling back in his face. You're not doing any justice. You're not doing anything better. We've heard it all before, bro. Yeah, you are a mushrik. You clear cut know this.
And what is a mushrik? What is one? What is a mushrik?
I don't deny that.
Are we worse than murderers and rapists?
Listen, your whole religion.
Are we worse than murderers and rapists? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
That's what the deen teaches.
Hold on, Trilla, I'll answer that for you. I'll answer that for you right now.
Yeah,
hold on, I am going to know. That's worldly life. This is religion. That's worldly matters. Okay. This is religion we're talking about. Now, what if I could just bring an analogy to you now, yeah, and just be stupid with you, and like just now you're doing, and say, what if the Sikh is a murderer and a rapist? Then what?
Well, I was addressed. I didn't know this.
Anybody could be a murderer and a rapist.
Okay.
Anybody could be
but the crime of mushrik is worse than murder and rape.
Of course it is. Yeah, right. Of course. Being partners with the life is worse than sin.
So where are you going with this?
Shirk is worse. Shirk is worse than
so any Sikh, so if the religion goes to Gurdwara and he worships, he prays.
And listen, if you lot don't respect that, be it.
What do you mean respect that? Are you trying to say that man is worse than murderer and rapist? Is that what you're trying to say?
Listen,
is that believe in Sikhi? Is that what you're trying to say? Bro, I beg you be straight up, innit?
Deen, my
I'm a Sikh. I'm a Sikh. I believe in Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Yeah? I bow down to Guru Granth Sahib Ji.
Yes,
does that make me a mushrik? And that means I'm worse than a murderer and rapist. Is that what you're trying to say?
Because you bow down to creation, you're a
You try
mushrik.
to do some spin now. You try to do some.
No, I'm asking a direct question. I'm asking a direct question. No spin here, bro. Very direct question.
Nibru, I clearly said to him, that's worldly life. This is religion. This is religion matter. That's worldly life.
Yeah, I don't understand the difference.
Hold on. I can easily bring a religious guy now who could be a Muslim or a Sikh, and he could be a rapist or a murderer. Anybody can be a rapist or a murderer, but not everybody goes shirk.
Okay. So what are we in terms of religion then? What are we?
You submit your will to Guru Nanak.
Right.
Yeah, listen. I have been quiet for some time.
Right, Arisid, 1 second. Yeah. So basically, so you're trying to say then, yeah, that we are in terms of religion, not worldly life, when it comes to that word mushrik, right? Wait, Arisid, yeah. When it comes down to it, yeah, you just think that you know better than us, like how we think we 100%. Know better than you. That's it. Is that what you're trying to say, Abu Qatada?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
In the eyes of the people, no. But in the eyes of Allah, yes.
Allah, yes.
Yeah.
In the eyes of Allah, we think that as Sikhs, yeah, we know better than Muslims. And in the eyes of Muslims, they think that they know better than Sikhs. That's what your definition is of a mushrik, yeah?
In the eyes of the people, we don't care. In the eyes of the people, we don't care. But in the eyes of Allah,
exactly.
Yes.
Okay, Trilla, let me speak for a minute. Yeah? You know what? The thing, Abu Qatada is very honest. He's just told you.
I know, I like that about him. I like that he's straightforward, more or less.
Listen, lakum dinakum waliya din. Your way is your way, my way is my way. Simple.
Yeah, you're right.
We can make a pact. We can make, like, I think even with the mushrik, you're allowed to make treaties and something. I'm forgetting. It's not like
not with the mushrik like you.
Pick a mix pit stop, man.
Maybe under the bracket of oppressors, mate.
Yeah,
maybe not with Ray Drop. Yeah, but Abu Qatada, yeah, like. Do you know, I was talking about having the supremacist mindset, yeah, which was raised a couple of times by certain panelists here, like Raj and Raindrop, yeah, right? And I brought it up here. So in that regard, yeah, when it comes to the mushrik, is that a similar way of saying supremacist mindset in this day and age?
So I'll explain.
No, wait, Raindrop, I'm not asking you. I'm just asking Abu Qatada. Yeah, go on.
It's not supremacy mindset. It's just. Yeah. It's just, it is what it is in the sight of Allah, isn't it? Yeah. It's not supremacy.
It is supremacy because it comes from non-Muslims. Then
like I told you, in worldly life, yeah, things can be different. You can have better things than me. You can have better that than me. But when it comes to religion, in the sight of Allah, we are better than you because we worship Allah alone. We don't associate partners with Him. We obey Him. We obey the messenger. We follow the final revelation. Unlike you guys, you obviously associate.
No. Unlike you guys, now you speak to me. No. Trailer, you had enough. I would like to speak to Abu Qatada. Okay,
let him finish his statement. Let him finish, man.
Keep it respectful.
I would like to speak to only Abu Qatada.
Be quiet, man.
There's 9 people on the panel, bro. You
keep quiet. Go and have a kitchen, man.
0.5, you're midget, man. You're 0.5, you're born up.
You can speak to Abu. Refer me as Abu Arisid, okay?
Okay, Abu Arisid, listen.
Yeah, okay.
Abu
Arisid, listen to me. Let me ask you a very simple thing. And I tell you what, before I give this statement, I would like to say to everybody, listen. Islam is a religion, and there is no mistake, nothing to do with the followers, because they have to follow the religion. So Sikhism is a religion. You follow Sikhs, they follow their religion. Christianity, they follow their religion. Chinese, they follow their. Buddhists, they follow theirs. We cannot blame an individual for following their religion. First thing.
Yeah.
So asking and questioning is just going to create into
this guy's pissed, man.
No, let him finish. Hurry up.
Let him finish.
Allah, hone, bol, hone.
Bak Sharabia.
Let him speak.
Yeah, stop it, guys, man. Stop it.
Is that Triller?
No, man. It's me, Nasser. It wasn't Triller. It's Nasser.
तेरे लत्ता
Kita mia haram zadar ya. Kita mia margara margara.
Oh, वापस तोड़ देनी है कंजरा.
A lot of people here seem to have a certain opinion of you, right? So I want you to be very clear and direct, towards Abu Qatada and towards this superior mindset thing that you have in your mind. No, not you. I'm talking about Raindrop, like Raindrop. Like if you think,
I'm still talking, mate.
I want no, bro. You did a bustle, yeah. Raindrop, if you got something, if you want something to say, bro, Raindrop, don't be polite. Say it now, bro. Yeah, come on. Cut a long story short, bro. Come on. Raindrop, come on. Now's the time, bro. Now's the time, bro. I want you to address Abu Qatada, bro. Abu Qatada is very straightforward, bro.
How much are you going to learn? You are not learning Jack. You're not learning Jack. You are just keep on questioning again and again.
No. Let me just ask you one question, You know Guru Nanak, would he see...
Ask me, Guru Nanak, ask me.
Hold on.
Please, ask me. No, wait, ask me.
Just one question.
No, ask me, bro. Ask me.
No.
One fight guys, you're from the same religion, man.
Ask me. Somebody ask me.
Look, let me just ask
the question, mate.
Yeah, ask me, bro. No, sit chill. 1 second.
Ask
Yeah.
me.
Let's be calm. I want to get out. Please stop.
Guys, listen. Let's respect English channel, man. Don't want to
Baji, please.
Give me 2 minutes. Let me speak to Abu Qatada.
Listen.
I said shut the fuck up.
Let Abu Qatada, your match from Fiji, bro.
Let Abu Qatada speak.
Listen, peace are the followers of Guru Nanak.
Abu Qatada, your mic's playing up, bro.
I'll say 2 minutes, 2 minutes. I'll talk to you 2 minutes, So Sikhs are the followers of Guru Nanak,
Yes.
Guru Nanak, according to you, Guru Nanak recognizes the Sikh, right?
So he's the highest of the highest human being in this world, bro. He's the highest of the highest.
No, what I'm saying, he recognizes the Sikh. So if he sees you lot today, he will recognize
you. Ask me, I will tell you what I
don't
see.
Listen, you guys, man. Can you guys let Abu Qatada finish the question?
Abu Qatada, can you finish the question? You
can both have a turn answering it. You can both answer it, man. Yo, you both can answer it, man. Let him finish the question, man.
Hold on, man. Relax. So Sikhs are recognized by the Guru Nanak. So if Guru Nanak was alive today, he would recognize the Sikhs. So he would recognize Raindrop.
No.
He would
finish.
What's your question?
Right. So listen. He would recognize you, wouldn't he? Right. So would he see you lot superior than us?
Superior, equal.
Never.
No. So I'll explain.
We don't worship him. All right, listen. We don't
believe in Abraham.
Are you not fighting about the answer, man?
Like, who doesn't see you lot superior to us?
Abu Qatada. Never. We're talking about who knows the truth. You're saying you know the truth. We're saying we know the truth.
I'll explain. So I'll explain. So Sikhi, the Sikh religion, right? The point of being Sikh is to develop.
Arrested, say that in English, please. Say that in English.
Raindrop, just carry on, bruv. Don't ignore these fucking jokers. Come on, just carry on.
Yeah, come on, man. Let's keep it.
Just carry on, bruv. Come on.
Let's keep it.
Raindrop, stop.
If Raindrop keep quiet, keep quiet.
I can't tell what to do, man.
This is a problem. If you keep quiet, I want to speak to Abu Qatada, Nasser, and all that.
Raindrop,
Raindrop, get rid of this guy.
I can answer that question from a proper Sikh perspective. Look,
let Raindrop answer. Let Raindrop
get to the point quick because these guys.
We believe that.
It's not these guys, but it's Sid cutting.
Everybody has.
Yeah, Sid, man. Come on. We believe that.
Order, bro.
Okay. Look, we believe that God judges us. Well, not even judge, but He wants to see the love we have for Him. He doesn't care if you're a Muslim, a Christian, or whatever. He wants to know the content of your character. He wants to see the content of your character and the devotion you have for Him. So if you're a Muslim,
please let me finish.
Let me land.
Keep going.
If you're a Muslim and you have love for Allah, then you're good. If you're a Hindu, you love for Ram, you're good.
Sid. He's making up
can you please stop it, Sid? Please let him finish. You can refute him at the end. Please, yes.
Making the most noise.
Sid, you go next, man. Yeah, Sid, you go next.
Criteria for a
Raindrop,
Rain trailer.
Get to the point. Raindrop, don't be so polite as well. If you got a point to make, Raindrop, come on.
You know what? When
yeah, you seem to be very harsh on your comments, bro. Yeah, but you're very polite with your words on the panel, bro. Yeah,
tell him,
That's less than. You're only allowed to fight less than.
I want to hear you, bro. Come on, I want to hear your comments, like the way you type.
These man
I tell you
I have to follow the good manners.
Come on, bro. No, fucking drop the manners, bro. Say it how it is. Come on.
No, I'm saying.
Go have another two.
Sid, man, what's wrong with you?
Have another man.
Come on,
okay, I hope that I answered the question.
लगता है Raindrop the टटिया में जो भूख निकल गई है
low IQ right now.
Raindrop
खाली हो गया टट्टे तेरे खाली हो गया
So the question of Avocado was,
you want to be on Raj's show, and then you might want to like say spit with a bit more fire. I don't know. I mean,
someone has music in the background.
You're a bit passive today, bro. Come on, man. Like,
यार 2 घंटे हो गए तो सुनते हो पैंजी पैंजी करते हैं. Let me see.
When you dropped on, I thought you might be spitting some bars today. I thought you might be firing off some shots today. Not you, bro. Sid, you're a joker, bro.
Yeah.
When it comes to Raindrop, come on, bro.
I wish every mother will have a joker like me.
Oh, mother to Bankar.
Come on, Raindrop, man. You let me down today.
Okay, I hope
bro.
I answered the question from a Sikh perspective.
But bro, come on,
your identity as a Muslim, a Christian, or whatever is secondary to what's in your heart.
Before even you go to Sikhi, yeah? Raindrop, 1 minute. Before you give me the relationship from the first Guru until the 10th Guru.
What do you mean the relationship? You want me to list the names of the Gurus?
What is their relationship? Do they have got a son, nephew, cousin, and all that? Can you tell me who were they? And it's a serious question now.
So the first four gurus, it was not like a hereditary base. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji had Baba Sri Chand. He did not give the guruship to his son, so it was not like a hereditary guruship.